Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. Shit. Cat just got in the room. Well, see how this goes. Anyway, this is City Skylines. It's pretty cool. I actually passed it over many times. In fact, I used to always see it pop up on my like the Steam dashboard or whatever you want to call it, like the sort of recommended for you. So many times, probably because I play so many Paradox games, that I eventually just clicked not interested for it, because it is a game that I find doesn't sell itself well. I don't know. Couldn't tell you why that is. Either way, we're gonna play on Two Rivers here. Just because I don't know. I don't know any of these maps. They all look kind of cool. Most of them look kind of samey. They all have different natural resources and outside connections and water and stuff. Oh, Two Rivers, I can't have any boats. No ship connections. Could be annoying. That's fine. Like, we got trains. I like trains a lot. Highway. I think that'll be okay. Probably. Maybe I want to start off with one that has all the connections. Like, I don't know. Oh god, this cat's insane. Maybe the Diamond Coast. Oh, that one looks really nice, actually. I wonder where you start here. 69% suitable area for building. Maybe we do this one. It looks kind of fun. Ah, oh Jesus, this cat. Sorry guys, she's insane. Nah, we'll stick with Two Rivers, why not? It looks cool. I like this little island look there, and that lake looks fun, and I don't know, it just reminds me of home, where I'm from. Looks like this down near Long Point. What do we call our city here? I can probably change the same time I want. We'll figure it out. Either way, yeah, so City Skylines, the problem is it looks a lot like Cities XL or those kind of games, Cities Platinum. Like, there's like a billion weird games that all have like the same name and all just kind of look like bleh. This game also kind of looks like bleh, but then you start playing it and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? So, I'm one of the few people in the world that actually enjoyed SimCity, the new one. I didn't buy it until it was on super sale, and until after they, you know, patched out, air quotes, the only online component of the game, because obviously that was stupid, and EA was just lying, because they're assholes, and that's what assholes do. But once, you know, they fixed it, and they put in the single player, and they put it on a sale, I played it, and I had a lot of fun, actually. It was pretty good. But, it's not perfect, and I don't, necessarily like it as much as SimCity 4 or my favorite SimCity 2000. SimCity 4 is definitely the better game, but you know, it was different, and so I enjoyed that. You know what I mean? It was a little bit of coffee to the tea of the average city building game, which was nice. It was just nice having that change of pace. City Skylines is not a ripoff of the new SimCity. But I think it is fair to call it an evolution. It's pretty much the new SimCity, mechanically. The way zoning works, the way a lot of things work, in that there's sort of area of effect-ish, and that you're building parks and stuff to raise land value. But there is an ish there. It's sort of like SimCity 5, I suppose you would call it, mixed with SimCity 4's traffic, which is what interests me. I love traffic in games, as you know. OpenTTD is one of my favorites. It's just... Now, OpenTTD is not a traffic simulator. It is a sort of rail tycoon plus transport tycoon simulator. This game is a road simulator. Except for, I was just saying to the boys, I get very triggered. And I almost never get triggered at games. But this one has been annoying me because I've been sitting, and I will sit and I will play this game for like an hour, and practice designing roads and working on roads and seeing how I can get them to interact without ever like progressing the game. That's just what I've been doing with this game. I've never got past the second population milestone. Because I'm trying to figure out roads, and I can't find a no left-hand turn sign. And I don't know any place in the world that would not have that. No left-hand turns are super important. So I'm going to come into this as someone who's not incredibly well-versed in city building games. That's a little trick I learned. For some reason, the best road, I like one-way roads, very useful for deflecting traffic. But one-way roads are not unlocked by default. I don't know. You have to place a two-lane road, and then you can unlock the one-way variant of the two-lane road. All your other roads are locked, as you can see here. We require certain population milestones to unlock these, and that's fine. We're going to be okay. We're going to be just fine with that one-way two-lane roads. That's right. I think I have to throw the cat out of the room. Give me 10 seconds, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry, she's like super hyper. I also found you can click up here and there's actually different radios. The default radio is okay. I was having fun with this one though, Relaxation Station. It's like chill sort of city porn music. I'm all about that. Either way. So the people that don't know, there's actually there's a lot of stuff that goes in the roads in real life in city planning. It's pretty interesting, but one of them is there's this idea of a road hierarchy. And you can say, like, what do you mean an idea? Is it real or not? I mean, well, it's technically real, but, you know, your mileage may vary, kids. Yeah? Now, this is some fun music. I don't know, is that too loud for you guys? Maybe it'll be. We'll turn that music radio just down a little bit, but let me know, because pretty fun. Pretty fun. So you basically have 4 types of roads. You have the freeway, you have the arterial roads, collector roads, which sounds a bit weird, but it makes a lot of sense when you think about what they do, and then you have local roads. So what we have here, technically this is just a 2-lane road with one-way directions put on it. We can actually go ahead and you can see the roads are both going in this direction. We're going to click the upgrade road button. I'm just going to switch this around real quick. So basically we have an inbound lane and an outbound lane. This is going to be our main highway. At some point, we may upgrade these roads. You can bulldoze roads, and thankfully you get about 80% of the funds back, which is really important right now. And you're going to notice we're paused. And this is important because the game starts you out with, I think, like, I forget how much cash. Maybe it's 70,000, 68,000, something like that. The point is, the money they start you with, you cut it close. Every time I play this, I run into the negatives with the initial road design. Because, I mean, I'm not, like, well-versed in this game by any means. I've just been replaying the beginning because this is really crippling. It doesn't seem like much, but we haven't unlocked loans. We haven't unlocked any sort of ability to mess with taxes. We are literally just stuck with de facto, this is the money you have. You have to get a whole self-sustaining small city that will grow and not run you broke with that amount of money. Doesn't sound like super hard, but it is actually pretty difficult. Either way, we'll talk about our sort of main road types. So we have the freeway. Right here, that's what this guy is. You can see a nice highway. We actually have this little square to build in. I think you get more. I'm pretty sure there's ways to get more. I don't know how though, so I couldn't tell you, sorry. But that's cool. Trees are trees. You can do logging industry in the trees, where it's more effective to do it in the trees. I believe they're self-sustaining. Logging anyway. This sort of bright green stuff, you could set up agriculture here, like have some farming and stuff like that, so that's cool. Probably look into that, because I like farming. I think you could have mining with these, but I don't know. I've never messed with that. Just haven't got far enough in the game to give it a shot. Either way. So we have our freeway. That's our first tier of road. And this is like... You can think of this like a state-to-state, city-to-city road, right? These are the big main roads. Then you have... what are we going to be? Technically, this would be the freeway, and this is going to be... well, no. We'll just keep going with this example. So we have the freeway. We're extending the freeway this way. And then we're going to have an arterial road. And arterial roads are major roads that connect between collector roads and the freeway. So we're going to have a nice big one of this. Don't make a dick and you already did. It's not a great dick origami. We can do better. So, I think we're going to start our town. Not really sure. Probably about here. And there's nice little snap points, so it's like really easy to like guide everything. Again, I do have to be a little careful with spending. Just for now. Is that music too loud? I swear the song's like a little louder than usual. Maybe we should switch to like the default station for now until we get a feel for things. Anyway, so about here, I think. So what I'm gonna do is we can increase the elevation of our roads. We're gonna make it about that. I think this looks good. I think to make this even, I need to go one higher on this side. I mean, the land is naturally kind of sloped here. I think this looks a lot better, right? Yeah. It's okay. We're just going to go like that. That'll be fine. No major. So this is going to be our arterial road. It's going to be like the central hub. Like our city is going to extend this away for now. Eventually we'll maybe have another arterial road here and here, something along those lines. But that's sort of the general idea for now. I'm going to extend this just a little bit and then drop him gently onto the ground there. Extend that. I think I did 490-ish, which we can't do. So probably it's probably about the 510 mark. And again, we're just gonna lower this to the ground, which we don't actually need to do it this long, because we're already closer to the ground on this side, just due to the hill. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of a hill here, so we could actually do it about probably here. I think that'll be. Apparently not, but that'll be fine for now. We're not going to be expanding too much in this direction. If we're able to get more land and expand west, then we will. But yeah. So for right now, it feels like it's too quiet. God damn it, game. Make up your mind. Either way. So yeah, this is our major sort of road. And we're just going to continue building quite far this way. Pretty far. So we'll get into the next type of road now. So this is our arterial road. Then what we're going to have is a series of... These are going to be known as... Technically, this is a collector road. Okay, and the entire idea of a collector road is to pull things onto this main artery. So that's what we're going to be doing. I don't think I want to cut it that close, but we could always start, say here, like in between them. I think that'll be fine right there. Okay, so let's extend this down. We got to be careful with our cash, so yeah, we'll just be careful for now. Okay, so there. I think now the spacing is going to be off, because I think the game defaults spacing. Like, I don't... Maybe not. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, it definitely does. It's okay, like I said, we get about 80% of our roads back. Or 80% of our road costs, so that's fine. We'll just start from here. That's okay. No, that's not right at all. You're being all weird now, game. Alright. Does it really want me to wait till all the way down here to do my first? I think that's right. I think that's what it wanted, yeah. Mildly annoying. I don't like it. I'm already triggered, boys. It's not the spacing I wanted. All good. Okay, well, we'll start here and we'll just manually figure this out. So we want to be about here then. That's nice and cozy. Just... Is this correct now? No, it's not. It's like... Oh, had it for a second. Oh, game. Why you gotta be like this? It's actually possible to do the slope. Maybe it's not allowing me to build in every... Yeah, see, I should be able to do that. I should be able to build right in bet... Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Just a little buggy. Little buggy. Yeah, I'm not sure, because it wants to snap on in that point. I think actually... Oh. Nice. Good evening, Blue Feathers. How you doing, man? You had a good morning? I'm glad to hear that. We'll just start with 4 of these for now. Now, the nice thing is, once we built them, it's actually super easy to continue it, right? Because we can just snap onto our old... like, we can snap onto the crosswalk there. So again, these are all one-way roads. These are going to be collectors, so the idea is all of these roads need to pull things onto this. Okay, so we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to do this, this, and that. So what we have now is the other type, which are local roads. So the thing is, a local road is supposed to sort of direct traffic just to like parking and houses and stuff. Mostly just to houses, which is awesome. So if we look at it from this example, we're just going to use a two-way here so people can turn around. This right here is a local road. It's going to be very low traffic. The idea is on local roads you want like no traffic at all, if possible. This guy here, this is going to be a collector on this side because he's pulling them in. But on this side, he's a local road because he's sort of like, well, there's actually there's another term for that, and I can't remember what it is. It's like collector and something else, but sort of the opposite idea. But point is, we're going to use one-ways because one-ways allow me to direct traffic 100%. They're awesome, right? If I want people to only be going this way here, done, did it. If I want people only going this way here, done, did it. And the thing is, so one-ways, in theory, they increase the amount of time it takes to get anywhere, right? Because you have to go through this complicated pathing. Which the nice thing about that is, what does it do? If you've ever been in a town you're not from, Hamilton is where I currently live. Hamilton is hell. Before I came to Hamilton, I didn't quite understand roads. And then Hamilton was like an eye-opener because it is one-way streets everywhere. If you get locked into one-way streets in Hamilton, you don't know if you can get off them. And it's really frustrating, actually. And this is sort of the great idea behind a one-way road, is it encourages people to stick to the main streets. you can effectively deal with and direct traffic onto a main artery like this, and then hopefully everyone is going to be using this to get to work, to get to shops, to get to everything, and staying off the little side streets, because side streets are crazy and you have to navigate them weird as shit. The nice thing is, having a one-way street means you actually effectively... So this is a two-lane street. Now, it's a one-way, but if you look at this is also a two-lane street, but it's actually only a one-lane and a one-lane. Hamilton's pretty complicated, and this is actually what really got me into roads, which is why I'm playing City Skylines now, later in my life, and not looking into road games when I was younger. Although I did like OpenTTD, but that was for the train aspect of it. Because I've also been to Toronto. Toronto is wonderfully designed. It's very pedestrian-centered, because they have... Like, Toronto has something like 2/3 or 3/4 of the population of LA, but is like a third the size. So it's like got a shit zillion people, but it's super condensed. But it's got a wonderful underground. It's high rises, and its way of ferrying people around, public transit, is just incredible. Like it's super. Why does this look weird? I don't know, whatever. Super smartly designed. How do you spell that place? Yeah, you did it perfectly, man. Or Toronto, Toronto. And then I recently, this year, went to Montreal. Had a blast. It's a wonderful city as well. But Montreal is completely different, the way they've handled everything. And so I really started getting into this. And then I went to LA, and LA, oh my god. LA has, like, no public transit. But it's really crazy. Or, currently our city's called Lake Valley. I'm probably going to be changing that. I just don't know what to call it yet. Oh, we could call it the Late Night Valley. That sounds wonderful. Valley's just a nice name. My high school is actually Valley Heights. Either way, so, yeah, LA was a crazy... There's no public transit to speak of, but really interesting way of handling the car problem, because they have a lot of cars. But anyway, so the thing is, a two-lane road is actually a one-lane one-way, and a one-lane the other way. But what I'm doing here is I'm effectively causing, like, double the amount of traffic throughput. Oh, Cluntsville! You are so right, Rudy. You are so right. Good old Cluntsville. It's a reference to our OpenTTD days. So one-way streets are incredible. Problem is, it takes, like, if I say, I'll give you an example real quick. So if I live in this house right here on Jackson Street, we're going to go ahead and make it blue so it's a little more obvious. But if I live here, and I want to get over to here, if these were all two-lane, like, if they were all just regular streets, it's very simple. I go this way, I go down here, and I go to this way. Well, okay, let's see how that works, my current one-way system. Well, unfortunately, this guy is on a road going in this direction. So he has to go up here, and then he can go left, and then down here. So it's a little bit slower for him. Right? You can see here we'd go one right turn, then a left. Here he's got to go left turn, that's another left turn, and then straight. And everyone knows two lefts is hell. Left turns are shit. You should never do them. In fact, if I could design the city with no left turns entirely, I would, and I could, and I have tried that. I've been experimenting that with this game, but I've sort of come up with this sort of a design, because if you get rid of the left turn entirely, what you sort of end up with is a massive circle, right? Is people have to follow these sort of expertly designed one-ways to reach a destination, which is fine. But what it really does is it increases the length, the distance of getting A to B. And in a situation where you need fire or medical or whatever, you have a huge problem there. If you could set up like a dedicated emergency lane, that would be actually really cool. If you could set that up in like the middle, where they would have a divider. In Toronto and in some parts of Hamilton, but mostly just Toronto, we have sort of a 4-lane road that has a bus lane in the middle with tram cars or stuff like that. Something like that would alleviate a lot of these issues, but that's okay. So this is what we have here, and it's what we're gonna figure out and work with. So we're gonna zone all these as residential. And then we're going to talk about why we're not zoning all these as residential in just a second. So, again, we're looking at this from a traffic perspective, because that to me is the most fun. So you're coming in on this road, and you know what the worst thing is? Don't waste all your dosh? True. Right. So when you're driving in here, isn't it annoying when an asshole is parked right here? Because this is the sidewalk, right, in theory. I don't know if it's meant to be parking. Point is, like, you know, people can park along these. But it's so annoying if people are trying to get here and then park and then going to their house or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to de-zone everything. We're basically saying don't build here. Zoning is just a way of saying that I'm not directly building residential, but I'm saying that people can move in here as residential. So what we're doing, though, is effectively saying nobody is allowed to build along this main arterial road. And in fact, I actually had a really funny idea. Price Avenue, we should call this, check this out, guys, Borrowed Boulevard. Boulevard. Something like that, probably. But I think that's a pretty funny name for one of our main arteries, Boulevard. Yes, okay, we're good. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Everything's good. So again, it doesn't cost me anything to zone, because I'm not building anything, technically. Your people park even in the middle of the road? Yes, that does actually sadly happen here as well, and they shouldn't, but they do. So, again, we'll just de-zone some of that in a little bit. We're going to make sure we have plenty of residential, which is good. Use this, and it's okay if they build along the sides here, up here. That doesn't matter at all. It's just when they build directly on our main sort of artery. Now, we need shopping. So I don't exactly know how this game works yet, but I do know that commercial is a major part of it. So I think what we're going to do is we want everyone to have fair access to the shopping district. It's always good if you don't have to go too far to get your groceries or whatever. And in fact, it really encourages, you know, I kind of like this. It's going to end up with some weird house shapes. But also maybe we could go ahead and, for example, think boom boom. I think we're going to turn one of those into like a little corner store area. But I think what we're going to do, might be crazy, is we're going to go ahead and set this up as commercial. So this is going to be a huge mall, like a big bustling mall. We don't need that much commercial yet, but we're going to be extending this road in just a second. But the thing is, we want everyone to have access to it. And the nice thing is, by putting a lot of commercial here, next to the highway, what it encourages is people, like, we're going to probably set up our industrial area over here, just a little bit away from the residential. It's going to be noisy, it's going to be smelly and gross. If this was Hamilton, the industrial would be right, well, it'd actually be right here, right behind the commercial, but that's okay. But that's sort of our plan. We'll keep it away. And so instead of having to build shops over here for the industrial people, we may build a couple. But most of them are just going to be able to skip over across this on the main artery, and just boom, they just go down here, they can shop, and then they're right back off, and they've only taken up a small corner of our roads here. So they're not going to affect traffic congestion too much. Because that's the idea, you really want to keep people off of these roads as much as possible. And you might say, like, well, you could also keep them out of local traffic if you did something like this, right? Give these people another way of getting on the highway. The problem is, what that's going to end up doing is going to end up encouraging people later on when our city is bigger not to use the the artery to get there, but to go through the local roads. Even though the local roads are going to be slower, because your speed limit here is probably like what? Well, like 30 miles an hour or something like that. I don't really know miles. Like America sets really fast speeds, in my opinion. But in Canada, this would probably be something like a 40-kilometer zone. And then you'd probably have like a 60 for your sort of big street. And then it'd be like 100 for the highway. Do you want suggestions on how traffic flow on commercial versus industrial? Hey, StarMunch67. Absolutely. I'm new to this game. I love traffic. So please, by all means, hit me up with some knowledge, my man. Now, I may not go with it. And, you know, please, like, I don't want you to think that I think you're dumb or I'm not interested. It's just, right now, I kind of like how this looks. You know, and again, in the very beginning part of the game, you have to be super careful with your cash. But once we start zoning, like, the actual proper city and making everything look nice, absolutely, we can tidy things up and hopefully get it sitting pretty. And this lines up now, which is good. So we're just going to zone some more residential just down a straight line here. What the frickety frack? I'm not exactly sure why that happens, but I'll take the game's word for it. I'm sure it knows what it's doing. It's not too hard to line this up. We do 6 in total. I think our cash is getting a little bit strapped, so I'll be happy with that. So what I'm thinking is, so we have this huge, like, this is the mall. This is the big bustling mall. And then over here, like, we have this sort of spot. I'm thinking I'm going to throw maybe just a couple little shops in here. Could be fun. You know, like some little corner stores. We'll throw one, like, right here as well. A nice big one. That's a little too close. Let's throw it up here. Nice big proper corner store. I think that looks good. So, you know, ideally these guys can, like, because, I mean, I personally, I like public transit a lot, and I personally believe that we should all be doing public transit, not driving. But that's a perfect world, and the perfect world will never happen, right? So, the sort of idea is I would love to encourage the ability to walk places, right? Like if you live here, you can just walk there. And this is only 2 blocks. It's not hard to walk to any of these locations. I don't know if the civilians will naturally do that, but I want to encourage it. And again, we just want to make sure we dezone directly on the artery. That would be bad. Cancel these as well. Looks nice. It's a nice little starter there. We'll make sure we get some water and power. So this is our pump in, and you see there's actually like a water flow. So we have like a stream, which is cool. It means that we can pump water in from here. Double check that this is not sewage. Yes. Okay, so water's going to come in from there, and we're going to shit our sewage out a little bit further down. I don't know how far I need to space those so I don't accidentally catch the runoff. But, you know, is what it is. I might just line this up here. Eventually we'll probably span that direction. So far I'm happy with this. Can go a little higher here for water coverage. You can already see, like, just by building the water, we don't even have hydro yet. Our cash is a little strapping. Hey, Mr. Grinch, what's up? Okay, you'll get lots of truck traffic for your industrial, then industrial delivered to your commercial. I see. I see. Well, we'll hopefully keep everything working well. So we are going to have some industrial here. I'd love to move that. We might just have a small one for now. And when this expands, we'll see. Maybe this becomes the major industrial hub. What's this? Like the game? It's City Skylines. It's pretty good. I'm like new to it though, so you know. But it's a city building kind of game. But the reason I got into it is it's a traffic simulator, and I love me some traffic. I have a lot of fun with that kind of stuff. I need to make sure we got our roads facing the right direction here. So let's see, we got up, down, down. That's wrong. This should be all up. Should be all down. Should be all up. We could squeeze in another one. We'll see how much cash we have once we zone the industrial. We do need a little bit at the beginning because industrial and commercial, I think, is where people work. I don't know if people work at commercial as much, but definitely industrial. So we're gonna set this up. We also need to connect our freeway or our highway onto our little avenue here. Our Borrowed Boulevard. That is just such a funny name. I don't know, man. Sorry if I sound a little bit too chuffed with myself over that. So we're gonna do something like this. It'd be nice if we could get the angle a little more, because we really want to like merge, like a mergey kind of lane, something like this actually almost. And that's gonna be difficult. That's perfect. That I like. That's good. Now, this is what I was talking about. I wish there was no, like, I wish I could set up a light that said no left-hand turn. Because I don't want people ever turning left here. Ever. In fact, like, again, I've talked about this. I don't want people turning left ever. Period. In their life. But they're going to, and that's just a fact I need to accept, and I need to move on with my life. It's a little steep. So the first time I ever saw something like this was actually in Brantford. Smaller city than Hamilton by far, but it's interesting. But this is the highway from Hamilton to Brantford. You actually have a ramp system like this, and when I first saw it, I didn't understand really because I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but I was a younger man, and now I'm just like genius. I love it. So the idea is, if you're coming from this way, which by the way, we're just going to connect these up. Obviously, this is not how our highway system is going to end, but right now we need to have an end to it. So people come down, then they're going to loop around if they want. But if you're going up, you'll be either going on this way or off this way. Ideally, never straight through. I wish I could keep the divider there. But yeah, this is a nice little like sort of slip-off merge. Obviously, you want this to be like as gentle as possible. You almost want it to like peel off. Problem is in practice with the game's engine, that seems to be quite difficult to do. Later on, we're going to have a little bit more freedom with that because we're not going to be limited as much by money. Right now, I'm struggling. Like, you might look, oh, we got 20K. We don't. I haven't built power yet. We got really lucky. Okay, we got super lucky. So these dark green areas, right now we have electric power to start. Coal power is in the game, but it's like super expensive. We're not going to be able to afford it for a long time. Or, well, maybe a bit. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't got past the second population milestone yet, so maybe it's okay. But these dark green areas have better wind flow. I think it's mostly just because it's rocky here, so it's going to be higher up, which is cool. So let's do a little bit of that. And we're going to need 2 of these to start. We may even need a 3rd, but I can't afford it right now. And eventually these are all going to be... are they already connected? Yeah, it looks like they're good. So we're going to bring some power lines down. Straight over here. And we'll just leave these power lines here. Because as this fills in... well, we're going to have to bring power all the way over here. Until it all fills in, actually. So we're going to run these power lines through the middle of our town, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but eventually we're going to be able to get rid of these and then rezone all these areas. But for right now, we just need to get the power over in this direction. And then once it's here, actually, we can sort of freely run it down across the highway, and that's fine. So yeah, we're down to $4,000, and we need a lot more roads still. So let's continue this. We'll continue them as far as we can build them. That's going to be okay. And we'll just get some think we're actually going to be comfortable just doing a small industrial project right now. And then later on, again, we'll be expanding it. But for right now, I think we're okay. So something like this. I think I might just one-way back onto the, go further. This looks good. That's a nice, fun little turn. Like that. We can change it any time. Like, if I don't want that to be a one-way, that is easily fixable. Okay, and we're broke. Bingo! So let's go ahead and zone our industrial here. This is probably going to bug out because I didn't connect it, so we can actually just change it right now to a regular road instead of a one-way. Means the end there is going to loop around, but that's okay. It's temporary stuff. Excellent. I think we will sneak maybe one little store in there, tiny store in here, sort of at the end of the road. Makes the most sense, actually, to put a little store right here. And again, just don't want to zone on the actual borrowed boulevard. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this for now. Cross your fingers. Hope we don't go too far broke. This is our little chirper, whatever his name is. Fresh water. Are we finally running in the city? Now, someone might say, whoopsie daisy, you forgot to connect the water. We're broke. We're going to deal with that later. Because I can't now. Out of money. Turn off stoplights and designate stop signs in certain areas. Hey, Yanks, what's up, man? Wait. Really? Is that in here somewhere? Traffic? No. Traffic roads? Adjust roads? Junctions? Oh, good God. Yes, well this, we want a stop sign here. And we want a stop sign here. Beautiful. That's incredible. Because you don't want to have traffic lights on your, artery, right? Ideally, we just want to slow people down going onto it. That's fine, because fuck those people. But once you're on it, you need to be going as fast as possible to get around my gorgeous little city. Good old Cluntsville. You can see we're bleeding cash. But we're getting a lot of people really quickly. And we're going to get an influx of cash once we reach 420 people. And then once we reach this 850 population, that's the furthest I've played. So we're winging it from there. But this I feel pretty good about. Our residential is happy, comfortable. Threat of tsunamis cause shutdown of nuclear plants worldwide. Highly polluting coal power. What the shit? What is this for? Oh, cute! I can customize him. Well, that's Canadian bird, but that could also be Canadian bird. I think we're gonna go with this one here. Just have a cute little Canadian burb. Yeah, so they're all freaking out. Oh, we don't have water, we don't have power. Psh, whatever, dude. Life sucks. Get over it. Not a great start for the industrial district, but that's okay. No, hey, Star Munch, Star Munch. Star Muncher sounds like a really questionable rear choice, but continue. Budget management can have taxes at 12% before they get upset, and also turn down funding to just meet demand. Okay, super cool. Super cool. I've also noticed this game has a day-night cycle, and it feels like every week it goes from day to night. If you know what I mean there. I might have screwed up. We might need to do a restart. I hate saying that, but we haven't accessed our budgets. Whoa, hang on, we got budget. We are... I mean, we can cut down a lot on our water. But, I mean, hydro, I bet we're pretty close. Okay, so far so good. We could have got away without the second hydro pole, but that's not going to last forever. We'll see if we can maybe turn a profit temporarily. It's going to take a while before we have enough cash to bring the electricity over. people are upset about sewage. Shouldn't be. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't really exactly know how the numbers work. So, well, not 150%. Jeez. That's fine. We'll just keep this at 100. We'll keep water at 50 temporarily, though. I feel like this must be sort of an exponential curve. Well, that's okay. Because we do want people moving in. We don't want to screw them over that bad. And bingo! We're now a little hamlet. So, we now have taxes. Cool. So we can go ahead and bump them up to 12%. I like that. We have loans, which is super important. Obviously, in any of these games, you always take the loans and then pay them off and then figure out where you are, but you're never really in a position where you aren't strapped for cash, usually. And the cool thing I like about this game is we're a small town. Clentsville is just a little baby town. You might have remembered when Clentsville first came into the picture, it had nothing. We actually had to evacuate people en masse via trains and shove them into Clentsville to get it to be the bustling metropolis that it became in our open TTD playthrough. But that's okay. The cool thing is, as your town builds, not only are you unlocking new services, but the people will start requiring the services then. And I love that idea. I love the idea that like people didn't give a shit about healthcare, education. Now the town's bigger, it's like, I don't want to go out of town for that. Come on, man. I also noticed the game was kind and gave us sort of an injection of cash. Which is good. That's something we... That's something we need. Almost did a bad. I think I can get away with this. I don't know if I even needed to cross the road per se, but we did anyway. Which is fine. That's pretty much everybody. I mean... Just a little nip out to here. A little nip out to here. That might end up being suboptimal, but it looks nice for now. We'll go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, we'll bump up our taxes. We'll take a loan from Silver Sunset Bank. Done. 20 grand. Got to pay a bunch of money every week. Whatever. We'll deal with it. It's really weird that you can set them all to 12%. I feel like this number should change based on the amount of things like you do. Or have in your city. Start at 13, that way you can give a tax break to 12% later on. Genius. Genius. No, right now I'm raising taxes. Everyone's really upset. We're doing a, you know, we're pulling a liberal here. In Canada, how it works is the Conservatives cut the taxes and the Liberals raise them, and everyone gets really mad. Why are you raising taxes? And the Liberals are like, well, we're funding more money in the hospitals and schools and roads, and they're just like, I don't care about any of that shit. Why am I paying more taxes? It's like, well, I understand what you're saying, but... and then the Conservatives get in, they cut everything, everyone gets really mad. Why are you cutting all our funding? And it's like, yeah, but I lowered taxes. Guys like that, but it's crazy. People are never happy. Either way, you can see because we have a fairly easy way to get from A to B, because we have, you know, a main artery and then the one-way spawning off of it, we actually have insanely good coverage with this little hospital. So I think we're going to drop the hospital right on the main artery. Is that going to clog things up? It may. It may just. And that's okay. Figure it out when we get there. As for school, we're not going to put school there. The school would, you know, traditionally be more inside the residential area because we don't care about any of the industry getting that. I think we'll plop it down probably about here. Happy with that. And then we need garbage as well. Do we just put the dump? Normally the dump is like way out of town. Normally. Depends where you live. So we may look to rectify that. I think this is just going to be a nice, cute little area. Just like... I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Just get this guy something. Sorry about your factory there, dude. But it'll be okay, don't worry about it. Let's get our paint tool. Yeah, we're gonna use the paint tool. I mean, I believe this is called the marquee tool, yeah? Yeah, marquee is fine and dandy, but I want it looking around like that. Nice. Well, I'm kind of happy with our little city right now. The mayor supports hashtag education. Man, if I was a mayor, would I have Twitter? I don't know. Probably. I'm not sure I would want to hear from everybody, but that's okay. But yeah, what a happy little town we have. Frick, I love Borrowed Boulevard. Maybe we should we just name all the little streets after everyone in chat? We're going to run out of names in chat, I'll tell you that much, but that's okay. I think that sounds fun. Maybe we just do like the main ones. Is this called Borrowed Boulevard Bridge? It's interesting, it didn't rename... Oh, Priority Road, yes. I do want my artery to be a priority, thank you. That's a cool little thing. And this is the Dixon Highway. Dicks in, dicks out. Doesn't matter to me, man. Hey, Mega Schultz. Thanks, man. How you doing? So, electricity is doing fine. We're actually, like I said, I figured we were going to be cutting it a little close here. As great as wind power is, it's not perfect. Water is still perfectly comfortable, though. And that's at 50%. So, that's crazy. I think what we're going to do is oh, sorry. It's true, I do need to extend water coverage a titch. I can do that. So I think, actually, I am going to pull the dump out here, or maybe even put the dump just, like, on the edge of this. I think I might be comfortable doing that. I don't know if I'm going to be extending this road much, if at all. So I feel like I'm fairly comfortable dropping the dump. I'm just going to drop a dump right about here, guys. Yeah, you probably don't want the dump visible from the highway. It might look bad on the town. So I think we'll squirrel it away here in the industrial area. We're not losing too much factory room because we are putting it on a curve. So that's nice overall. And I don't think I'm going to be extending it in this direction. I think we are going to be maybe building this area. We may even redesign this area and take it off the industry. Taking out the trash became much more convenient. Gonna punch that grumpy. Just got done with your stream? That's awesome, dude. What were you streaming today? And then up here, again, I would love to get like a big agriculture thing going on. Maybe, like, I don't know if agriculture is the way to go in this game necessarily. But, you know, I'm a farmer. I'm from a farming town. I like that kind of stuff. Reports of trouble at the at Black Mesa Research Facility. What? It's a random little reference. I like how these have like different like light colors, so I can tell like this is a 4-lane, this is a 2-lane. I mean, ideally, I'd like this to be a highway, like this. I think that's highway right there. And I would like that, but the city's too nice, dude. You get mods that allow you to do everything you've mentioned so far. Awesome. It's one of those things like, when I'm new to a game, I like to play it vanilla. That way I feel like, you know, when I'm critiquing it, or I'm complaining about something, that's a vanilla experience. You know? You're a small streamer. Hey, welcome to the club, man. I'm also a small streamer. I've had my nights where I've had like 85. But that was a long time ago when I was playing popular games. Which I don't always do. I just chill, have a good time. You know what I mean? Park it, relax. Why must there be so many public transport vehicles everywhere? Now, Howard Blackwell, you're gonna shut the fuck up. First off, buses are super important. Personal belief. We need to really focus on public transport. It is the way of the future. I mean, I didn't realize how good Canada had it. You know, I live in Hamilton. I've had my hour-and-a-half commutes to work, hour-and-a-half to get back. I've done my deal. Alright, I've worked out of city, and then I've worked in city where I was still on the bus like over an hour to maybe 45 minutes. Like, it's rough, right? But you can get anywhere in a decent amount of time. And it's like not too expensive. And I used to harp on it because you're like, oh god, these buses. And then you go to Toronto, and it's incredible. Like, you know, I can just hop on a train from Hamilton, I can go to Toronto. Bam. It's awesome. And then I can take the subway, I can take the bus. Like, there's so many options. And then I went to LA. And holy shit, like Los Angeles, you might be a pretty cool city. You might have a pretty cool history. You know, you might have a person there that I'm quite fond of, but like, wow. Wow. Cannot get anywhere. Anywhere. You have to take a car. And there's no parking, and it's just hell, and just, oh, kill me now. The worst. Oh, good night, Mega Schultz. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. I'm really excited, though. I'm really excited. Okay, this is the second time I've seen this screen. Because I normally just spend way too long planning out roads, and then it doesn't end up working for me because I run out of budget. So I'm really excited to see what we can do now. New area, 2x2 kilometer. Okay, so you can purchase new land. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming I can pick where that is? And not, it's just, like, you unlock them in, like, a grid? We'll see, though. We'll see. So, districts, policies... Okay, let's read about these, sorry. Divide your city into specialized areas with policies. Okay. Use policies to assign city or district-wide regulations and specializations. Okay. Second loan, that's nice. District specializations. Specialize in certain fields of industry or commerce. Okay, adjusting existing city services. Okay. So we now have fire department, police, and unique buildings. We can specialize in forestry or agriculture. Great, agriculture, that's something we were hoping for. You pick where the land is or what chunk to buy. Thanks, Mr. Grinch. And we can now... So we can have people conserve energy, but it costs us 5 cents a building. I assume the cent symbol is dollars in this game. It's kind of a weird choice. 5 credits? I don't know. So $5 a building, basically. Presumably that's our upkeep, right? Yeah. Okay. Better water usage. Okay. Okay. Smoke alarms. I see. Yeah, police station, the firehouse. Okay. I'm not really worried about everyone burning to death. For some reason, that just doesn't bother me. I am, however, always worried about energy consumption. Water, we're doing fine currently. So, can I do a city-wide power usage? Energy meters, perfect. Awesome. So that's going to cost me upkeep, but that's okay, because honestly, if we're keeping it green, because that's the kind of person I am, it's very likely we're going to go coal power and stuff like that in this game, because same reason we do it in real life. It's fairly cost effective, right? Nuclear power is actually would be much preferable. I hope that's an option later, because it is a lot cleaner than the more nasty things like coal and stuff like that. And actually, because this is filled in, we can go ahead and start deleting some of these power lines. Yeah, we can delete... Oops. Okay, yeah, I did get it. That one, that one, that one. We should only need these ones here. So that'll be fine. It just looks a little nicer not having the huge power lines run through the city, although in Hamilton we still have that. So, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. So where do we set up the fire department? I mean, keeping the fire department next to the hospital, kind of having the police station in this area, that's great, because we, like, if we plop it here, like, you can see we can cover our entire industry as well. So for right now, I think that's good. Plop our fire station right across from the hospital. That makes a lot of sense to me. The police station, I'm not so much worried about crime in the industry section. Maybe I should be. But I think we can safely plop it a little further back. But again, we still want to put it on the main artery. So probably about here. It's a little bit out of the hub of town current. But that's okay. And so the only things feeding off of the main artery, like for parking and stuff like that, fire station and the doctors, the hospital, sorry, police station, school. I think that makes a lot of sense. Where's our school? What does that look like? This guy? Oh, here she is. What's a weird ass looking school? Sure. How is the building doing? Some information about the residents or workers, eh? Tell me more. Oh, cool. Okay, so you can see there's 2 children here, 4 teens and 6 adults. Not in a house that looks like that. I'm gonna assume it's supposed to be a side-by-side. That's a weird number, though. 3 adults, 4 teens, 2 children? I'm gonna assume these are, like, heavily abstracted, weird numbers. Are your tiny commercial areas going? Oh, true. We should have one. We've got this guy. So he has 4 jobs available. He seems happy. We have, like, one here. Big Bite Restaurant. See, I like this, though. Like, this is what it looks like, though, doesn't it? Like, you're just going down the road, and then it'll just be, like, a little restaurant in the middle of nowhere, like, residential land. And then if you want the big mall, like, this looks so cool, right? You look over, and there's that mall. There's that strip mall that you're looking for. It'd be cool if you could... I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if you could, like, have a giant roof over all of it, right? Just have, like, a proper mall. But I suppose that doesn't actually make sense. Like, it wouldn't look as interesting or as pretty, probably. Although there's some people out there that probably just like the blanket mall type look. Okay, you guys don't have water. Okay, so we do actually have to start increasing our water budget. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to blop her right back up to 100. Actually, this is interesting. In theory, the industry doesn't work during the night. So shouldn't we be able to drop this down to, say, 90% at nighttime? I mean, industry should really be using, maybe not water, but they should be using, like, a shitload of electricity. Although I guess the idea is people aren't home during the day, right? They're working? Hey, Mega Shills, what's up, man? I'm glad you're still here. I thought you went to bed. So we can make a district. Let's try that. Have you hashtag lost your hashtag wallet on a black leather wallet? I've actually done that. I've actually called the police station a few times for just reporting. I believe we did that, Mega Shills. Star Munch mentioned that to me. Yeah. But yeah, I've called the police station a couple times just for lost and found purposes because I don't really know what to do, right? Like, it's kind of weird if somebody, you know, like, if you find... Oh, I love how I can just right-click that. Can I snap to the road? Is that a thing? Yeah, nice. Like, if someone loses a purse, like, what do you do? You know, I've always just called the police station. Not 911, I just call the local police station. And then I say, hey, lost and found, I found somebody's stuff. Sunset District. That sounds really nice. Like, what a lovely little piece. Eventually this is going to be Old Cluntsville, right? Because we're going to be expanding with all our new technology and having, like, fancier parts of town. And this is just going to be the old districts. So power is becoming a problem again. As it will. Power's quite expensive. We could actually just spend, you take out a loan here. 60 grand. I think we're going to take this loan, and we're going to buy a coal power plant. Can I buy trees? Maybe? I would kind of like to line trees along the highway here so they don't see into the industrial sector. Oh yeah, we can buy more land too. Okay. But yeah, we might look into some coal power. Oh, it's quite small. Where can we squeeze? We can squeeze it right here. Right? Just bulldoze that. What is this? An ice cube factory. Come on, man. I live in Canada. We don't need one of those. Oh, no, he can't do it because of the road. Oh, shit. We could have left the ice cube factory. Build it here. We actually don't need these power lines anymore. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, this looks like a real bastard. Hey, Total G. Well, here in Canada, we get the watch. Thank you. You can unlock it later and buy trees. Dude, that's my life, though, man. I always go to bed at, like, 6 in the morning and have to wake up for, like, you know, 10 or something like that. That's just, I don't know. I'm terrible for it. I'm just always stayed up too late and not slept enough. But yeah, you should definitely try and get some sleep, man. Yeah, like, Dairy Queen in the winter is fine when Dairy Queen is open in the winter. A lot of Dairy Queens close, which is kind of annoying. Although I find for some reason they don't close until, like, December. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they close, like, late. Although, in Canada, nowadays, our winter doesn't start till January. So... we seem to be doing pretty good. Okay, so we have a demand here for commercial. So maybe we build, we continue our highway and we build like another shopping area. I think that could be fun. Two reasons to do that. Number one, if we expand the residential area we currently have, while fine, it's gonna push the commercial area further away. And I believe it was Star Muncher, so funny. Thanks, Mega Schultz. I really appreciate it. I'll check your stream out sometime, dude. For sure. I mean, I'll probably just watch a VOD because I'm a VOD watcher, not a live watcher. I normally watch while, like, sleeping, and, you know, it's a weird time. Nobody streams at that time slot, but yeah. But, I think so we're going to extend this. We'll build a nice little commercial area here, and Starmunch was mentioning that, and it makes tons of sense, right? So the industry has tons of trucks going into the industry. People work in the factories, they produce goods, and then those goods are going to go to the commercial areas. So right now here is fine, because again, if we look at our road layout, it's really easy. If I was a little bit... No, I think this is good. I think this is perfectly fine the way we have it. So all they have to do to deliver goods, they cross Borrowed Boulevard. They're going to go right down this road here, and they can deliver to everybody. And it's just that simple, and then all of a sudden they just loop back around, they're off. They're not affecting too much residential local traffic because, boom, boom, these small amounts of houses, they're not really affecting this block at all. And all they're doing is slowing down traffic here. But if we build another commercial section further in, or up here, it's really going to, I think, kill that a little bit too much. It is 1:09 a.m. I'm on the east coast of Canada. Outdoor pickup window in Saskatoon that closed for a few months in the winter. Oh man, that's sick. Man, it's like one of those things, like, I don't actually eat Dairy Queen that much, but every once in a while you just really want frickin' Blizzard or something, right? You know? And then normally I go and I get a Blizzard, and then my girlfriend and I will go, and we'll get one Blizzard, and we'll be like, man, should we have gotten two? And then you start eating it, and you're like, wow, this is thick. Like, that's good. Still, I think this is the plan here. We're going to extend up here. We're going to maybe even create another whole, like, avenue. I think I like that. So we'll extend a lot further, actually. Probably about this far. We'll get a whole nother avenue going. That gets us closer to our agricultural district, which is perfect, because we're going to have the commercial zone here. And then, it's so funny how I put my hand to the screen, like you guys can see that, so I have to, you know, move my mouse so you guys know what I'm talking about. And then, like, we got our agriculture here, So they can bring in the fresh produce over the commercial. Like this, this is great. And then we'll expand the commercial up, I think. Up and over. Which actually, we do have a bit of a demand, so we might be doing that soon. That's okay. Either way, let's get another 4-lane planned out here. Is this far enough up or too far up? I think this will be okay. I think it'll be fine here. So we'll start at this snap point. Go over. Perfect. Do a half. So I actually, it took me a while to realize this. That is 10 units. That is 5 units. Like, you see the 10 unit marker appear at the 5 unit. And now the annoying thing is, do you see the line? I wish I had 2 cursors to show you this. There's a line. So don't look at the road graphic. Look at the boxed line. That is how far you're building. Maybe that seems a little silly, but somewhat annoying. Okay, do that. Bring you down. Perfection. Did I bring that down far enough? I hope so. The terrain here is kind of hilly. So without terraforming everything, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. That's okay. And now we got to figure out, who do we name the neck? No, don't like it. No, I'm not loving it. That I like. That's good. So 45 degrees-ish. Beautiful. Okay, that 45-degree angle seems to be our sweet spot. Which is actually... 45-degree angle, like, that's pretty much ideal. I think. And again, right now we're just looping this over. Suboptimal, but it's okay. So 45. So the slope is too steep here. But we can do it like that. Sure, I don't love that, but I don't mind it either. Actually, I kind of like this now. I kind of like that a lot. Huh, that looks kind of cool. Okay, well, let's make sure everything's going in the right direction here, which currently it's not. Okay, make sure we get all these pieces flipped around. Okay, so again, you go... You mean cannot upgrade. What? What do you mean? Huh? Yeah, but you would never do that, game. Hang on. It may have been the direction it was going. That's interesting. Let's try this again. So 45 and up. Maybe I have to do it from here. So let's go 45 and down. Looks a little janky, but it did end up working. I'm not sure why it wouldn't let me change that, but that's okay. It's okay. So what do we call this? Madison Bridge. That's actually a nice name. Very nice. Well, I think actually call this Star Munch. Yeah, maybe Boulevard. Let's call it Avenue. I like Avenue a lot. I mean, Star Munch Avenue makes me think of the Rainbow Road. I'm not exactly sure why, but it does. Don't worry, I'll get some of you guys. We'll probably just put you on smaller roads, because it's unlikely we're going to have like a bazillion avenues. But we have a lot of cash, actually. I suppose we can afford to go big for now. Okay, that doesn't end up looking too bad. I was a little worried that this was a bit too raised. I don't actually have that much OCD. Some argue I don't have any at all. And it triggers people, because I'll be playing games and they'll be like, what are you doing? Please, you're making me really angry. But that's okay. But, the left-hand turn signals thing, that's about it. That annoys me. We'll get that at some point. So maybe we just go here. I think it'll be okay. this is annoying. Okay, that's the one I want. Now, because we're going to have a large amount of commercial vehicles, do I... You know what? Do we stick with the grid-based system? The thing is, cities naturally form sort of a grid-based ideal up until they reach things like water or, you know, terrain or a forest. They just don't feel like going around, mountains or rocks. I think like some of the nicer looking cities in this game are going to stem from like... We should really have a roundabout here. That'd be nice. Put a roundabout here. Loop it so they can get up here when they're on the far end. Have another residential through here. That looks great in my mind. I like it. So for now we're grid-based. But eventually, like, we have a coast here. I'm very excited to build a road along the coast and use that to shape things. I mean, we have another little body of water. So for now, we're going to be sticking with grids because naturally grids are perfect. They are ideal. You can min-max them. You know what I mean? Name the garbage dump after me. Can I do that? Landfill site? That's perfect. Mr. Grinch's dump. Excellent. Everyone remembers Mr. Grinch's dump. Quite famous, really. One hell of a dump. He may not be the best around, but he sure is number 2. There's a lowbrow joke for you kids. So downs, ups. Perfect. I like it, I like it, I like it. We have a lot of movement. So does Mr. Grinch's dump. That's another lowbrow joke for you kids. You can take that home to your parents. They'll appreciate it. Maybe the rest of us won't, but your parents will. They always do. So I think this is going to pull up into a nice roundabout. Probably about here, I think we start it. And then this is going to join up with this guy as well. Which will be nice. Can we snap to it-ish? No. Okay, well, let's design a roundabout. Do we use a 2-lane roundabout or a 4-lane? I don't think we need to do a 4-lane roundabout. Because this is going to be lower traffic on this side of town. In fact, this could even just be a 2-lane road. Might be a little bit aggressive going... Nah, that's fine. We'll go fine with it, because we can always extend this down as well, and then do another little zoning off the sides of it, so that'll be okay. This will be like the 2nd district, so it'll have its own sort of big hub. And then, yeah, this will run onto the highway, have its own little sort of... I forget what these are called. Not, Oh, are these not zoned for some reason? That's really weird. I wonder what happened to make that... Oh, right, yeah, because we had the power lines there. They're called... They have a weird name, though. Well, I'll think of it at some point. It's not an intersection, it's an inter... something or other. So... Do we make this a big roundabout or just a little one? How big is a big one? I think that encroaches a little bit too much on the space I want to have there. So that's okay. We'll get away with a small one. It looks nice, though, I think. Snap here. Go up. And this is going to be a little bit wonky. The city is not... Oh, no. Am I going to be able to get a 90-degree... Holy shit. The thing... So I could 90-degree this. I think it'll look a little bit more natural. If we do. So I will. I was going to have it... bit of an angular turn. I think, honestly, this looks very much like a proper city. And you see, we do have some curves anyway, so that's fine. And then this here, oh, that is perfect. Look at that. That is actually so perfect. We're not gonna touch that. We're just gonna get close. You know? They can't restrain you if you don't actually touch it. In fact, I'm sure people will be upset about being that close to the highway. So we may rein it in a titch? Just a titch. I think that'll be fine. I don't know how the noise works, per se. And then, again, we'll be going off in this direction as well at some point. So, Stephanie Smithson Avenue, that's terrible. That is actually awful. So let's go ahead and have good old Mega Schultz. I think this will be a boulevard. I kind of like Lane as well. I like Lane, but I mean it is a bit of a big. Actually in Hamilton, maybe we call it Mega Schultz Street. I like that because Hamilton we have a lot of streets that are huge, like 5-6 lane roads. We have like three major ones anyway. And it's like, why are you calling this a street? It's freaking huge! But, and I think here's where we get to show off a little bit of our creativity. Here we get to have like a nice little gentle turn. That is actually the definition of perfection. That's what I wanted right there. We're gonna pull this along. Oh my god, look at that. About here, and then it's gonna dip down. And yes, I think this whole road is just one-way traffic. So pull it a little further, and I think that's good. We can always change this to two-way, but I think it's going to be just fine with just a little one-way. It will increase the time for people. They don't have a loop on this end. We could just throw a little small loop here. I think that's fine. So if these guys want to cross, so they have to go all the way that way, which is really annoying. It is going to be a smaller community. Nancy Blake Street, that's got a really nice ring to it as well. So one thing we could do here. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to bring this guy in. A nice little curve. Maybe we just make this straight here. Let's see, can I... Can't quite make that turn. I don't know, like maybe we should go under here. That's really hard to say. I think there's a noise one. Well, the interesting thing, okay, so we have an interesting option. We could make this feed the other way. That makes so much more sense, right? Just turn this around. So you come in. No, that's perfect. That is perfect. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So you're gonna come in this way, and then, you know, if you live up here, you're gonna pull off that way. Otherwise, you keep going straight. These guys, they loop around. They're just doing a nice little comfy right-hand turn. And so if you live on this strip, like this side right here, yeah, it's going to be a longer commute to anything. That's the way it is, right? That was your stupid decision for buying that house, right? I bought a house without a driveway. I fucked up. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have a car, so I don't really care. But it'd be nice. So that's fine. So we're going to zone the majority of this as, of course, residential. And this time it's actually okay to have zoning on the actual boulevard, because we're not using it as a major throughway. It's actually just going to be chill. It's going to be a nice, chill little community here. Get a whole nother name for this area. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I was thinking the exact same thing. I don't want people crossing lanes. It's not good. It's not comfy. We'll check this, though. Oh, we got tons of overlays now. Awesome. Health, education. These are things I don't care about. Noise, though. Actually, apparently no noise from the highway. I'm assuming it's because currently I have these as 2 lanes. And so they don't have the speed an actual highway is going to have, or the throughput, I would imagine. So that's not too bad. I think we're actually going to be okay. I mean, if I just eyeball this, that should be fine right there. I think that'll be fine. We may get a noise complaint from this guy here. And in fact, to negate that, we could just dezone these. That's fine. I think that'll be okay. We could throw something like maybe another school here even. We don't have the cash for it right now. In fact, we're broke as shit. But maybe we can't build it on a curve. That'll be okay, though. Now, we don't have any water, which is bad, because we don't have any cash. So, all these people in this new area, I guess I can zone it. Alright, that's the best I can do, kid. It's the best you get. Let's just go ahead and zone all this. This is a huge commercial area. In fact, unnecessarily commercial. Okay, again, we don't want to zone on this. We'll probably put a little bit of residential up here. The question is, how much? We could put a bit of industry here as well. Although we are going to have that huge industrial area there. So I think what we'll do is maybe residential along this lane. That makes sense. We'll have 2 small residential communities like here and here, I think. Do I like that? I think I like that. I think that's good. Small parks? Oh, cool. True. Yeah, we gotta start thinking about parks eventually. So how is our power usage? So far, pretty good. I'm gonna try turning this off, see if we can turn a couple bucks. 'Cause that's a problem right now. There we go. Hey, well, never mind. We made it. We're now a tiny town. So we have access to landscaping, event policies. Cool. Parks and plazas, level 2 unique buildings. We have football. Obviously, in this town, we don't do football. We do Blood Bowl. Blood Bowls are a very important sport. That is awesome. We're all about it. So, pet ban, smoking ban, parks and rec, schools out, subsidized youth, come one, come all. Okay, match security. This is all interesting. Oh, cool. Bicycle pass now. Oh, that's nice. Quite like those. We'll see if all this starts zoning soon. We'll make sure to get our water. So, first things first, extend the water lines. Very important. I'm sure there's like a magic pixel you can do here, but that's okay. We'll play it a little safe for now. Because why not? A little bit of overlap's not going to kill anybody. Might frustrate the masses, but it's not going to actually kill anybody. Cool. That's great. Got lots of coverage. We're going to be expanding this to the seaside. Or I guess it's a riverside, technically. Riverside, motherfucker. Tiny town. Woot woot, we made it, boys. We're big now. We got some money. How's our power? Okay, electricity availability is still mint. For now. It's going to change. But for now, we're good. So we're not going to throw up our electricity ban just yet. Not ban. We banned electricity in this town. I'm not feeling it. Wouldn't that be some shit? Yeah, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, get out of my life. This is a little annoying here. Okay, let's go ahead and Strawberry District. That's cute. Just want this to be a nice little community here. And we'll bring this one up. The snapping's a little annoying. I think I can get it, though. Perfect. It's almost a penis. There you are, guys. That's Strawberry District. And this will be a little commercial district. Not quite. More like that. Oh shit, whoopsie. Thornton Square, stop. Beautiful. I like it. Let's rename this one. This will be MY Yanks Lane. It's just known as Yanks Lane. Everyone just goes there to chill. It's a very tiny little community. I do like Sunset District. I think we'll be keeping that one. I mean, until we rename it like Old Cluntsville or something. Oh yeah, electricity could be a big deal. No, not quite what I was looking for. Game. There we go. I mean, I can run this along the highway. Or well, yeah, we'll do it this way. Because I'm not really going to be zoning anything like in this area, right? Like there's just not going to be nothing happening here. Get these cool power cables. I think I'm down with that. Everybody chillin', come forth. That's right, man. Hey, oh yeah, we can get parks now. Awesome. I don't know parks do. So in SimCity, the game that this is a little bit based on, parks allowed you to like increase the land value, which eventually allowed like houses to upgrade. And it looks like this game has upgradable houses. So educate more citizens to allow building to be upgraded. Okay, cool. Interesting. So here we just have to educate them, it seems, or at least that's what this tier is. I'm not sure if that's what all tiers are. How is our education looking? So capacity of 300. We have 324 eligible. Only 29% of our citizens have graduated elementary school. Oh. Oh, shit. We're gonna need a high school at some point. I think this is fine. I mean, 24 kids have to get homeschooled every year. Whatever, I'm fine with it. Can I do a little cheeky pay off the loan, take the loan? I think I can. Can that get me the high school? No, it's even more expensive than I initially thought. 24,000. That's okay. We can just wait it out. We'll get the money in no time. Power to the people. We do have power? Oh, I see. Well, you moved in over there. That was your stupid ass's fault. But I mean, you know, you can't expect people not to be a stupid ass. That's a fact of life. So I got you covered, fam. Don't worry. Run this shit across here. This is a high school, though. You literally just cost me a high school. I was gonna build one, but thanks to you, we don't get nice things anymore. Hope you're happy. Looks like mostly just looking for a commercial. This is nice. Like all these people, they can shop up here. These people all are going to shop here. This industrial going to shop and ship to here, and ship up here as well. And then this industrial all going to ship to there. So we can expand. Oh shit, fire. We have a fire department though. Okay. You now build canals. Canals from the flooding. Okay. Interesting, interesting. I don't think I need canals. Holy, that is a big fire. Oh god. And now this asshole's on fire too. I mean, our fire station's like just around the corner, right? Have it built like right here? Man, it's expensive actually. I don't know if we need one of those. I guess we could turn it off until we do need one. That could be, quay. Oh, quays are really cool. Nice. Oh, well, we'll definitely have to experiment with Quay. I don't know how that's going to work, though, with our shoreline. It's kind of shit. We may have to do some landscaping. Yeah, let's get a high school going, though, for sure. 501 people eligible for high school. Whoopsie daisy! Alright, well, where do we put this bad boy? Obviously, in this main residential hub. It's a great... Oh, right. Oh, shit. Look at this. This is going to be perfect right here. So, first off, it's right next to the huge bustle. Most importantly, it's far away from the huge mall. You don't want your fucking high school close to the mall. Kids are just going to go there. I mean, there's going to be bus routes and stuff. They're going to be able to get there in a hop, skip, and a jump, no problem. You can use canals to have a ferry system. Oh, that's interesting. I'm more of a train guy, but I'm willing to be converted. So I definitely think let's get one of these guys. Here, like it. And we'll go ahead and have this will be total G TV. I like Avenue. I think we'll do total G Av. I think that's nice. It's a fun way of doing that. Did that not update? Was it because I'm paused? Oh, I had to hit enter. My dang. And this is actually technically the same throughway, right? Like this to here, and this is going to eventually go straight down. New services. All this shit expensive. Can't afford it. Oh yeah, parks. Police offers small storage spaces with secure doors for rent? Really? What? I don't know if that's true. I mean, if you're telling me so, game, I'll take your word for it. So I want to have some large parks kind of here, right? Like next to the areas where people can walk to, but we don't want traffic, per se. So that sounds good. We do a dog park. That's cute. Well, I mean, this is Yanks Lane, right? This is a nice, cozy, relaxing community. So let's go ahead and get a dog park in here. What the fuck was that? 5,000 bucks? Holy shit! Small playground. We should probably put one of these next to the school. That makes sense. That's our shitty little school. Have to bulldoze a lot of houses. No doubt people would not be pleased. We'll put it across the road. Nothing like kids running across the road in the middle of the day. It's actually terrible. We can throw it up here, actually. Yeah, also in Yankster land. That's not too far from the school. Sure, I like that. And can we... I want like a walking lane, a pedestrian sort of lane. There's got to be one of those, right? Supports low traffic. No, I want like a pedestrian lane. Would that be? I saw a bike lane. There's got to be like some sort of like walking path. Maybe it's under parks. Plazas, modder packs, other parks. Paradox Plaza. That's cute. The Paradox logo. Plaza with trees. Let's get one of those here. Got like somewhere you can have like a barbecue. Perfect. Yeah. In fact, I actually would love to have one of those next to the high school as well. Landscaping has pedestrian stuff. Oh, cool. Thank you. Seems a bit weird. Yes, pass. Oh, cool. Gravel path, pedestrians. Yeah, pedestrians. Perfect. So I want that. Where's my little park here? Ah. I want people to be able to walk right here to the road. Will it extend? Yeah, kind of. There. Yeah, see, I want people to be able to walk up to this. That's quite nice. I'd actually like it if people could, like, bike to school. That'd be cool. So can we run it alongside? No, not directly alongside. Okay, well, I could bike this way. Or we could put a park there. We can bike over here to the park. Presumably, people can walk on the bike path. I mean, they do in real life, but just in case. We'll have a nice... We'll have a nice little... There, that's nice. Pedestrians walk here, bikers there. Get over, cross here, and then get up to the school. We'll put a nice park here that they can all chill at. Park with trees. Shady spots. Holy shit! This is a huge frickin' park. People don't need that. I'll tell you right now, it's not necessary. I mean, no, that's not. Yes, not really what I had in mind. I had in mind like more of a high school kind of. Maybe we'll just do another plaza. Honestly, it looked quite nice. See, that looks good. That's fine. What the fuck? Oops. It's kind of weird. Okay. So yeah, we'll get a little bike lane. Our pedestrian lane right here. That's nice. Some roads that have bike lanes. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, ideally I want buses. Oh, hang on. Would a bike lane road replace the sidewalk? Because we don't have any parking here anyway. So that could be good. In fact, I think that's going to be our plan. I like that. If that's how it works, because that's how it works here in Hamilton. Is, well, when there's bike lanes, I mean, we still have sidewalks on some of the bike lane roads, but a lot of them are just major roads, and so the sidewalk portion is being replaced with the bike lane. So that would be ideal. Super ideal. Looks like we're doing good, though. Everyone's happy. We got our little districts and stuff. Maybe sneak in like another park or two. These people are a little upset. They're just like, well, I can't go any further parks. It's like, come on, guys. How bad is it really? I mean, it's all bad. It's always all bad, but a nice one there. And what is this? A basketball court. Oh, cool. We're a boomtown now. We unlock transport, taxis, ferries, bus, trams, all my favorites. Or industry. Interesting. Recycling, recreational use, probably cannabis, I would imagine. Yes, attracts more tourists. Okay. Slightly reduced crime rate. Increases the police budget by 15%. Interesting. Oh, cool. And like pre-made roads. Oh shit, here we are. 4-lane roads with bus lanes. I see. Yeah, I mean, I think this is ideally what I want. Now, I don't know, maybe we do go with bikes. Have we got bike lanes? No, we don't have bike lanes. Okay, well, we'll keep in mind. We're going to think about that. I mean, if these were bike roads, can I do 2 lanes with bikes? Probably not, right? No. Because that would be ideal. Nice to have, like... It'd be nice, actually, maybe even replace this whole strip, because there's not too many houses that can fit here. Replace this strip with, like, bike paths? That could be cool. I don't know. I really like the idea, though, of, like, buses. Buses everywhere. Buses are my bread and butter. I love them. I've lived, like, ever since I moved to the city. Well, first time I moved to the city, which was Brantford, which was, oh, geez, 7 years ago now? Yeah, I guess so. 8? Long time, anyway. But it's like, man, buses are so freaking handy. Although I didn't start using them until I started dating Caitlin, so 6 years ago. That's when I got in the buses. So we do have an industry demand, but that's okay, because we're planning... Oh, we got shitloads of money now. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Oh, have we unlocked highways yet? Yes. Okay, 2-lane highway. Perfect. Like, this is what we're looking for. Speed 100. So look, we're going from speed 40 to speed 100 on our main, like, you know, our freeways, which is incredible. Is it still going to be one way, though? Okay, good. It is. And you can't zone on a highway. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's really sick. I can just click and drag it, really? Wow. Interesting click and drug the bridge, which made that a little bit wonky. We'll deal with that later. For now, though. I mean, this is very handy. Super cool. Now what? So we can't upgrade this because of the bridge? Is that what's happening here? Yeah, it's a little buggy. Upgrade these. Cannot upgrade to this type. Is that already a highway? Yeah. Okay. So again, this is a 2-lane right here. Those now aren't connected. Okay, because they have different sizes. I see. I think we do still need these power connections, sadly. So we'll just run this like straight like that. That's fine. So it could just be because stuff getting in the way here. No, this is all highway, right? Looks like highway, looks like highway. This. This does not look like highway. I think it's because it changes... So yeah, this is not a highway yet. Or that. And the reason is because this is too close? Not tall enough? I'm not sure. Well, we can get rid of this for now. It will cause everything to panic, but for now, let's do that. We'll get our highway upgraded. Which is fine. Okay, now we'll figure this out. So I need you straight across here. Space already occupied. Right, by that guy. What if I go up one? What if I go like a little higher? In a niche. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, well, what? Hang on. What if I meet in the middle? Okay, so for some reason it just couldn't stretch that far. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. I mean, it ended up working out. It's probably because this pinched it weird. And in fact, that is a slight concern to be sure. Okay, well, we fixed it anyway. That's the main thing. Hey, and this renamed our bridge from Star Munch Avenue. Come on. Get back on the bridge. This is quite nice, though. Really happy with how this has ended up. And then yeah, we'll go head off. We've got our super speed highways now. And go check out our nice and relaxing agricultural area. Hype. Oh, I'm still on bulldoze. Fair enough. Okay, so how do we want this? Where is it exactly? Oh, it's too dark to see. Shit. Can I click on, like, industry and see it? I'm pretty sure some of this was, like, agricultural stuff. Well, I guess for right now we chill. Because, I don't know. Just wait till morning. We'll see about putting some trees up by the highway. Trees. Probably landscaping for trees, I'd imagine. Yep. Small beach. Some oaks. I think oaks look nice. Can I click and drag? Oh god, really? Oh, it's got to be like this? Oh, man. No bueno there. I don't know if we keep up this charade. We'll do it for now, though. We'll just get the one side done. They can stare into the industrial, that's okay. I assume it's quite easy to bulldoze these trees. Later, if a disaster hits your city... Oh, wait, you don't have water? Oh, whoops, my dag. I thought you were just being a baby, but you actually don't. Well, welcome to the water. Why would you, like, build your house there? You probably had an idea. You know, the plans of the housing in this city have been up in the frickin' mayor's office for weeks. Sat around on your ass. Didn't look into them. That'll be okay. I hope that blocks some of the noise. Let's check. Wow, we have so many things to deal with now. Noise? Yeah, awesome. Cool. So we have a little bit from this commercial, but it doesn't look like it's bothering these people too much, which is handy dandy. That's good. Our population is still growing. It's just the industrial thing. We just need to wait until I think it's here. Agricultural stuff. Oh, and we could just start up a big forestry industry as well. I mean, there is that. Although forestry we could do here. And then agricultural here. So I don't know. Man, we can buy to expand the city too. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, cool. I want to get this island. The island looks super fun. What do we do there? I don't know. There's like a shitty broken dock on it. Could be cool. I definitely want to keep this coast. Like build a little quay. I'd like this area. We'll see. Okay, you guys need power. Presumably, no, you're in power. It's just we're running low on it. Advanced wind turbine. Okay, a lot more expensive. Produces up to 20 things of power. And that's 40, but that's coal as well. I think we'll go with just the advanced wind turbine. It seems to be a lot more efficient, actually. So aside from the cost, it's 20 for 200 a week, and this is 40 for 560 a week. It also creates like a lot of pollution as well. I definitely feel like this is the... Oh, you have to build this on water? What? Turbines in bodies of water in order to save space. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Oh, that... Okay, so those are headphones. Because, like, noise pollution. I kept thinking that was a tunnel symbol. Gotcha, game. Neato. Well, we don't have to worry. There's no, like, boat traffic here, actually. Although we may just have some there. So let's stick to the coast a little bit and play it safe. What's that? There's something there in the water. Get some more power, though. We okay? How's our water? Still plenty of water. How's our water budget? Still this. Interesting. And we could pay off our one loan. And we're doing fine, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. And if we need to take it again, we can. What's this? Crime rate is high. I don't know about that, Timmy. Where's crime? 6%. Okay, we have... Our jails are almost full capacity. And actually, I see what you mean. We don't have any crime coverage in this sort of upper area here. That's reasonable. Is a reasonable concern. We'll just sit pretty for a little bit. So where are you? Okay, drugstore. How are you upgrading? Okay, we need to educate our citizens. We do have the high school, so we're working on that. Put a prison out there? Or do you not have to keep building police stations? You could just build like a prison? His headquarters, a prison. Prison is needed to rehabilitate them. Mysterious cult leader predicts end of the world again. Intelligence agency, that's interesting. Okay, well, we have a few things to think about anyway. So this is something to keep in mind too. We're not going to have any coverage for this kind of stuff. Dropping something here would cover it. And should possibly cover the industrial area as well. It's probably abandoned building. Why was it abandoned? Does it not say? Pharmacy. Well, probably because our health is doing quite well, I'd imagine, yeah? Yeah, healthcare, there you go. We're doing great. Just as I say that, average health drops 1%. Who gives a shit? We're fine. Okay, good. It's day again. I can kind of see... Yes, this looks like the agricultural hotspot. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Could just be some weird ground stuff. I don't know how to tell. Districts? Will this tell me if I click on this? Does not. It's got to be a way. Oh, no, it's probably in here. Hang on. What's the districts tab? All right, cool. Crime. Okay, so that's what we see when we open the police station as well. Disaster detection? That sounds bad. That sounds actually really bad. Train heights, districts, land value, natural resources. Yeah, fertile land. Perfect. Lots of forest. Yeah, forestry should be a really big thing for us. I think maybe down here, this could be a really cool industrial forest area. It'd be a neat place to live as well, because the water, but I don't think that's the way we're headed, per se. So yeah, okay, cool. Can I leave this overlay up? I can't. Unfortunate. I was really hoping we could, but that's okay. Let's get up here. I just want to... I think it's there. So... I mean, really what I'm going to be wanting is something like... Whoa! What the shit damn is going on there? Oh, right, I got the highway. There. So we want something like this. Just gonna throw this out tentatively. It's gonna be annoying. Something like that. This sort of an idea. How's the dump filling up? That's true, yeah, you do have a vested interest. But oh my god, it looks nasty over here. Jesus. 14% full. You can take a lot of shit. I'm proud of you. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm happy with this sort of an idea here. So the question is, are we going to do another one of our patent pending, the Brantford turnoff? Perhaps. Perhaps. I'm not sure we need it, but I think it is quite interesting. And it is fairly effective. We could do a roundabout. I think overall that's going to end up being inefficient. So now that we know where this is, so we can line it up perfectly, let's go ahead and do... Oh shit, sorry, I need to extend my highway here. Before I forget. Okay, perfect. Bit of a gap, actually. Let's see. Line this guy up. Raise him 1, 2, 3-ish. I don't know what the perfect number for that is, but 3 feels good to me. Okay. That's okay. So these technically, like, these don't go anywhere. So really, if we are buying a second plot of land, how much is it to do? Oh, they cost different amounts? Oh, cool! Okay, suitable area for building 67. So it does tell you. Really interesting, actually. I like that. Apparently there's a train over here. So eventually we'll want to expand in that direction. But no, we're going to be going here. For sure. Because... So 3,400, that's done. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, now we can see, like, more of the map. Because this is such an easy expansion for us. To just continue west. Keep pushing over here. You know, and then we have another highway. So we can just do the exact same thing. We can just jump over it and continue going. I like it. Very easy. Very effective. And this guy, I mean, we're not going to be doing that, obviously. But we'll figure him out in just a hot minute. Don't you worry, kids. Get our highway back. Make sure this is going the correct direction. Here we go. Okay. So, too short. Shape. Now this was a bit of a mistake, actually. I need this to be a little longer. Okay. So that's fine. We need to be just a little bit longer because we don't want to be coming in on a ramp. Because what that's going to end up doing is to have a road intersect at a ramp, it's going to have to be a really, instead of a, what's a nice way of doing this here? Well, I suppose I can show you. But the idea is, instead of having a gradual decline, which is a lot better for cars, obviously, because you can still go fast on a slow slope, or a small slope, an elongated one, if you will. But on a really short slope, it's like, you know, you have to like pretty much brake and then go down real slow, and then that's what's going to happen is you're going to end up with a really tiny slope here, like just like, and then a flat area where this comes in, and then another tiny one. So it's just going to kill traffic. It's really shit. It's going to make everybody, it's like just super miserable. It's super miserable, and you don't want that. You know, life is miserable enough, man. Who needs that in their life? Nobody. Let's just not do it. So let's see. My sweet 45. Where is she? Bingo. Okay, so I might need to go a little further back, and that's okay. Not enough money could be a problem. I'll give that to you, game. We're making tons of cash right now, though. How's our power? Power's fine. Water's fine. We'll just chill. Just chill and make money. And delete this little road. So the question is, what do we do here? Because we want this to be a little bit bigger. We could just stick with the 4 lanes. I think that's alright. Just maybe bring in a couple... Actually, the more efficiently use this. To use all this really good space. We could bring the 4 lane up here. So it could look, hear me out, it could look something like this. Up a little more. Like this. Whatever, that's fine. So, I love how I say that's fine, but like in my heart, in my mind, in my whole body, it's like, no way are you doing that shit. But that's the way it's gotta be, game. That's okay. So we do something like this. And then, instead of this huge road here going straight through the middle, you can actually have a couple, like, one-ways. Just bringing her down. Game wants to be like that. I feel like that. I don't know if that's better or not, though. So problem is, so if we do the one-ways, we're actually going to want both of these on the highway then. If we do it that way. That's tough. What do you guys think? Do we just have both of these connect to the highway? And so it's just, I think that's probably the best way of doing anything, really. Let me just have like maybe some one-ways feed into this. Well, really, you'd want to feed in down here and feed out. Well, we now have some shit to think about. I didn't think we did. I thought we were good. I thought everything was okay and dandy. But now here we are debating. Let's see here. Give me some 45 degrees. Okay. 45 degree, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. There you go. That's nice. 45. That's nice. Sometimes it's like right. I think if I make it long enough, yeah, it kind of like snaps to the 45. Feels like it almost does. We'll do a 46. I'll take it. You talked me into it. Right. Yeah, I think we are gonna do it this way. I'm not convinced it's the best way, but right now I'm kind of liking it. Of course, connect these guys up. Alright, so let's start zoning some of that industry now, because we have a huge demand for it. So I might as well try and get this a little perfect. So for now this is what we're looking at anyway. And we're gonna get some complaints about power and water, no doubt. Let's go ahead and get that going. We'll figure the road thing out in a minute. I just don't really know exactly what I want to do. Box factory. Oh, right, yeah, because we haven't zoned this area yet. Okay, so let's go ahead. I mean, we can zone it after, but it's probably going to delete all these houses. So, Elk Heights, that's a nice name. There's going to be something about this big. We can trim it later. I don't think it really matters. So how do I do that again? Generic industry. Farming. Is that one? Or? Oil. Forest. Cool. Okay. So this will hopefully start turning into farms now. Way to go, Mayor. IMO yellow cornfields are a much better sight than dirty factories. Sure. Well, whatever you say, pal. The person lost their wallet again? At this point, like, whose fault is it really? I'm gonna delete that. Go quick. It's so annoying. Bingo. Gotcha. Alright. Thank God for that. And still need more cash, which is fine. Yeah, I think we're just going to do another exact same setup as this one. For L Kites here. We'll rename it something cool. I know, yeah, you need power. You'll be fine. Oh, that thing looks cool. A baconery. Beautiful sunrise. Eh, it's nice. Except it's sunset! It's literally midnight. What are you talking about? You crazy fool. That's fine, though. Alright, let's go ahead and increase our highways a little longer here. And then, of course, we hook them up. Empire Highway. Damn, that's a cool name for a highway. Okay, I think we should have enough cash to pull this off. We didn't even build any of the new things, actually. So let's go ahead and do something like this. Okay, I like it. Sweet. And then... Ooh, actually, I don't think we did have enough cash. We were close, though. We were close. I got these going the right direction, right? Down? Oh, shit, I don't. Okay. These obviously go down. These go up. Perfect. $45. Yeah, that'll be okay. It's not perfect. That's really straight. That's alright. We'll make do. Can I turn off this snapping? Ah. Thank you. Oh shit. No, I want angle though. Show me the angle. Thank you. Okay, we're broke. And something like this. This is a little annoying. It just looks kind of messy. Keep that one for now. There. Much better. Much better. So we'll go ahead and toggle all our snapping on for now, anyway. Oh, shit. Right, make sure our highways are going the correct direction. That'd be good. These all go down, goes up, goes down. Good. Perfect. And then, yeah, we'll zone all this as industrial. It makes sense to have some commercial in here, right? Maybe a little bit. I mean, they can very easily get here down the Madison Square. Oh, that's a nice name too, actually. So I think we're fine. But water, yep, I can understand that. Fortunately, it is a necessity. It's hard to deny people that. I mean, we would if we could, because it costs money. And nobody wants to have to spend money, but it's all good. And then power. No, you guys should have power. Oh no, it's just that we're consuming a lot. That's okay. We should have enough cash in a little bit. Let's do a quick little tab here. Let's see if we got any cool lurkers going on. We can name this new area after. Got Kind Death and Crump Master. I'm down with that. Kind death. I think it was something along those lines. Sorry if I spelled that wrong. I'll check it. Yes, I did actually. Kind death kind of sounds like a farming community. So what do we call this? Kind death fields. That's nice. I think I might have made that district much too large. Just trim some of that off. Actually, we'll... There, that looks good. Madison Square is a good name. That's okay. We can call this... Was it Crumpert? Something? Crump Master. I don't know where Crumpert came from. Crump Master Square. That's nice and cozy. I like this place a lot. I really would like sort of like a quay here and set up a nice little community. Because we are going to need more residential. I think this is our next sort of batch. We could definitely zone some residential here. Although keeping this commercial might be like the fun thing to do, I think. It's hard to say. It's crazy, like we can buy more expansions to our city, but I'm just so like comfy with what we have right now, you know? Doesn't City Board come with anything more modern than farming? Come on guys, farming's great, it's important. If you didn't have food, you'd be bitching, so. We do have to worry about electricity consumption. Although at nighttime, technically, our electricity will be fine, because we should be using less? I don't know if it works that way. I actually have no idea. Let's get a little bit more of these fancy... I kind of like... Oh, this is going to be interesting, actually. Eventually we're going to be having stuff zoned there. Something I'll start thinking about now. But it'd be kind of cool, right? So, like, you know, you're walking along and you just see these going. I don't know about you guys, but I've always liked the look of wind turbines. I don't have anything as fancy as this in Canada that I've seen. Probably out west we do. But I've definitely seen a lot of this towards, like, from the countryer parts of Ontario. I just love the look of it. So cool when you see these windmills. They're like massive. Like massive in real life. Okay, the short radio mast. Emergency broadcasts to reach your citizens. Better radio coverage the city has, the more likely citizens are to come to shelters when called. Oh. Wow, that's really expensive, actually. Not sure I can really afford that, I'm afraid. So let's check out this quay. We've got a little bit of cash now. We got definitely lots of money coming in. Maybe we can specialize some of these districts. So if I click Sunset Districts, that's very annoying. It's very annoying you have to have this up while you're doing it, but that's okay. So if we look at Sunset District, it looks like... So we almost have level 2 commercial here. That's cool. Let's see. This is going to be like the hip, sort of more upscale... What is this one? Shit. Upscale area. So maybe... Could we only have recreational use in this area? Because that could be really interesting. Moderately increased land value around parks and plazas. Sure, I assume that's going to cost me something. Let's go ahead and put that here in this area. Decreased happiness. Nah, that's fine. We'll have... Well, I like recycling a lot, actually. I would like that to be a citywide policy. It's probably a bit silly. We'll go ahead and throw it on everywhere. I'm sure it's gonna hurt me actually for income. But I mean, I'm a recycling guy. We'll see. Maybe later on we change that. But I think in this district, I'm gonna go for the something. Working over education. Okay, cool. Oh, interesting, interesting. All right. Well, let's go for power usage in this area. That'll be fine. So let's look into that quay. Hopefully this doesn't kill our income too much. I like the fact it's not a drastic change. You get to watch it slowly enact. All depends where this ends up sitting. But I think, yeah. It's hard to say. It looks like the recycling is going to hurt a bit. And we're not struggling for garbage currently. Well, 34% full. No, maybe we are. But I'm gonna look into this quay. I want to see how she ends up looking. Okay, wait, I can place rocks. It's kind of weird. I'm sure some people like that, though. So, how does this work? Okay, so this is gonna be kind of annoying. We may need to level this out. Level our shoreline out somewhat. That's more so gonna be the case. Shift terrain, no. Level terrain, perfect. Huge. Okay, how do I set this? Click with secondary mouse button, choose target height. Okay, so I want it to be this height here. How much is this costing me? Quite a bit. But ultimately it's not too bad. Okay, this is actually not too bad at all. I mean, sure, this is expensive, but, I mean, it does mean that we get to have our cool shoreline now. Oh, I really like that. Okay, cool. We're going to leave this area rocky for the obvious benefit of having the windmills there. Just level this part out a little bit more. Actually, I thought this was going to cost a lot more, I'll be honest. Very cool, though. Yes, I know. You're telling me all about how you like corn or don't like corn or whatever it was. Happy. I think this is manageable, right? Oh shit. Are we out of water, or do we not just have pipes? We do have pipes. We actually have finally run out of availability. That's okay. They're not too expensive. Don't worry, we got that. You got that sweet residential coming. I got you, boys. Okay. So, oh yeah, we have to build the quay first. Obviously. I hope this works properly. So does it kind of follow it? It's really hard to see at night what this ends up looking like. Hopefully it looks okay. The way's actually extremely cheap. I think it looks fine. The question is, are we happy with this? I don't know if I am. Don't get me wrong, like, it looks fine, it's just... I think I want it to be a little bit more curvy. No, I think it'll be alright. So can I can't zone off of the quay. Alright. Okay, so I'm not really sure the exact point of it. Evens out terrain differences and allows for zoning near the water. Well, not directly, no. Okay, but so we're gonna definitely, it'll probably be, well, should it be a 4-lane? Oh, I see what it does. It's very nice. Well, I think maybe the 4-lane is the way to go. I wish there was like a hug the quay option. Doesn't look like it. Yes, this is already not exactly what I was hoping for. Do we want this to be like a main street though? Yeah, this is hopefully going to be a fairly busy street. Certainly go to somewhere like Santa Monica. It's shoreline area is quite busy. I don't know, freeform? Like, what do I want here? What is gonna let me get this close? Probably, it doesn't look like anything, honestly. It might be better to wait for like daytime in the game, because again, it's really, really dark. And I can't really complain about like nighttime lasting so long. I think that's fine. See, like it pulls it away too much. I want to like follow really closely. Like it doesn't let me do this nice at all. Well, we're trying our best here, and I suppose that's the most important thing. I think this freeform kinda lets me do what I want. There, that's kinda, yeah, okay, that's kinda nice. Awesome, so we're actually gonna change that, because I want it, do I want it to be bus lanes, or do I want to have a tram lane, actually? That's something we're gonna think about. I don't know. We don't have either buses or trams right now, but I do want both. Oh, garbage. No, sewage. What? Don't you guys have water? Oh, okay, I see. We just don't have enough sewage pumping. Oh, no! We're gonna have fucking people. I don't know, but we're not eating their water anyway. Eating their water. We're not using that water, exactly. So that'll be fine. Okay. So this will go to here. I don't know if we want buses or... So I don't know if I go straight here. I think what we do is we do a nice sort of leisurely loop here. Actually, no, okay. This is what we're doing. So this guy's going to come up sort of like this. Just nice, comfortable, calm curve. And this guy is going to come up something like this. But not quite maybe that drastic. Something like that. And actually, what we're going to have here... So this is sort of... It's not going to be central... What's up with this? Why was it abandoned? Was it the sewage? Weird. I wish it would auto do that. It's something I didn't like in the new Sim as well. Sim 5 is kind of annoying. Tourist and commercial seaside buildings. Yeah. That's sick. So, like, because again, like, I went to Santa Monica with Zelphus, actually. I went to visit him in LA, and we went to Santa Monica. It's wonderful there. It's incredible. I know it's obviously not great. I've also watched a... What the fuck, game? What are you doing here? I also watched, if you've seen the documentary, it's quite old, called 101 Rent Boys. You'll know that maybe Santa Monica is not a wonderful, wonderful place as well. That's okay. Well, it still is a very nice looking place. We'll just end the road here for now. We'll be fine. Yeah, I like this. More modern. Calm down, jeepers. They're still going on about that farming. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's life. Anyway, what I'm thinking right here, we have like a bus turn on, turn off. So the question is buses or trams. In theory, trams are just amazing. In theory. They're a lot more expensive, obviously. It makes sense. Maybe we start with buses, and we can upgrade the trams later. Like, it's just a click away, right? So we're gonna try... See if the game will let me do this. No! Don't do this to me! Oh yeah, we might be able to do it on wire. There you go, there you go. Awesome. Nice little turn up here. It's a lefter. Normally I do hate left-hand turns. Do we get bus only, like one-way streets? Or, 'cause that's what I want. I want like bus only. Oh, whoa. 2-lane road with bicycle lanes. Really cool. Oh, I'm super excited to put those in later. No, though. Because here's what I want. Is there a way to zone a two-lane, one-way road as a bus-only, like... How's our traffic? Here's pretty busy. That's understandable. We knew that was going to be a bit of a problem. But actually, overall, we're doing really good. I'm super happy with this. Cool. So, but yeah, can we do that? Under pollution? Okay, that's perfect. That's what you want to see. Absolutely what you want to see. Just keep it away. Escape road's not quite what I'm looking for. I forget where it was. Somewhere... Traffic. God, how... Oh, there it is. Adjust roads. Okay, so can I click on... This is a one-way road. Transport types. Oh! Wait, no, I'm just showing them. Oh, is there no way to make it bus only? Because so what I want is I want to have like a bus area. Okay, well I suppose what are the odds traffic's gonna take an area just to the bus depot? Maybe. It'd be nice if I could put like a parking lot as well. Pretty cool. Okay, well I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave this like just running, but I'll be right back. And we'll keep figuring this whole bus situation out. Because I want to have like a bus depot here, like public transport and stuff. And then I want to be able to ferry people up and down that, obviously. We'll probably wrap around and connect this somewhere up here eventually. It'll probably keep going down the coast at some point. And then, you know, again, I want to be able to ferry people in and around this area as well. Probably have our... well, yeah, I think this will be our next industry right here for the wood cutting, and then more residential and stuff. It seems good. Just sort of repeat the process. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, back. It's always weird, right? Like, if you're only going to be gone for like a minute, like, do you like quit the stream? That seems kind of dumb. Because, obviously. But then it's like, if you leave it running, like, I always feel bad when people are still here. But then also, it's kind of weird, like, what about, like, you know, if someone like tunes in, they're like, hey, let's check the stream out. It's like, oh, what the fuck? It's definitely what I would be like. Okay, so why are you leaving? Just abandoned for no reason? Okay. So one thing we could do, there's a little bit of trees here. It's nowhere near as cool as this area. We could definitely set up forestry here. Could be a thing. It's in a pretty good position because it's right by the highway, and then we can kill two birds with one stone. Because we did buy this tile. So maybe that's the next thing we do, is actually extend these over and connect them to the highways. Could be something. Either way, let's look at buses. So, okay, 6-lane with buses. It's really annoying there's not a 2-lane buses only. Like, that's what I want. Like, I just want buses using this. Bit unfortunate. But that being said, we're gonna pull off something like, I mean, sort of the ideal thing here is we I mean, there's an option. Okay, so we could zone down like this. Okay. So there's our bus lanes. This looks really wonky, actually. You still have the parking. Oh, so it's actually... So it's only a 1-lane. Oh, I thought this was going to take up the sidewalk. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Did not expect that at all. Well, for this, we're going to have the dedicated bus lanes. So we don't really want heavy traffic here. We just want buses. That's fine. And in fact, let's do it all the way to here. This whole area is just sort of bus traffic, ideally. And I mean, this is where the bus station is going to be. It would be super convenient. Well, the bus station can leave this way and head over here. Very true. Very true. So why don't we do something like this? We'll do another, let's see how it's going to be. Kind of like this, sort of match that angle, if you will. And I know it looks a bit silly here, and that's okay. We're gonna rechange how this is done. It's like almost what we want. I think that's good. Just gives like a fun little feel to it, you know what I mean? Not necessary, but that's okay. And then can we extend this down? Perfect. Something kind of like that. So this will be our bus depot, and it goes in and it goes out. And we could zone a few commercial around this way, actually. It'll be something we think about. Alright. Oh! Oh, cool. So it's in... okay, neat. It's in this section as well. Oh, bus depots are 30 grand. Okay, we'll be able to afford that. Nice. Pretty excited for that. Should have pretty good coverage here. Oh, it doesn't say? Oh, cool. But I built it on the angle. I don't think so. Although we could have built it up here. That's a thought. That's fine. I think this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so bus line. So start here. I guess start here. Makes sense. This'll just be for the Lakeshore section isn't done yet, so we'll just have this go be for the shopping district. So because of all the one-ways, this is going to be a little interesting. We're not going to be able to do it exactly the way we want. That's fine. People should be able to walk this distance. So there's probably not going to be much zoned along here. Yeah, there might be. Alright, well, in that case, we'll do the residential first. So, first thing we do, we're going to come this way. That's the best way to do it. Come in here, turn right, pick up people here. Go through here. Right, stop across from the... Oh, right, yeah. Okay, here, we stop by the high school a little bit. Then we're just kind of gonna bounce around a little. Sort of weave, and we'll do kind of like almost, yeah, kind of like this. Now we don't technically need to get everybody. But I think that's all this bus is gonna do. It's just gonna go in between these. A real bus wouldn't do this, of course. A real bus is gonna go every other. But, like, this isn't a far distance. Okay, yeah. Hang on, let's cancel this real quick. So, what a real bus would do is we would go, say, up here. And then we'd go... Alright, because the way I put my one ways, it's not going to work. Go down here. Go over to here. And then your next stop would be sort of on this side. You know what I mean? So that's really going to increase stuff here. Change of plans. Let's just go around the backs. It'll be fine. Be a lot easier that way. Here. That, and then start coming home. I think that's fine. It's good to me anyway. Okay, so this is one little line. Our next one will probably go hit up Yanks' area. Can we add a stop here, just in case we do end up putting stuff there? That'll be handy for later. Okay, grab all these people. And then, hey, Wizard9368, how you doing, man? We don't want to stop on the roundabout, obviously. Now, it'd also be nice if we could bring these people to the high school. So, in theory, right, if you're on this bus here, it's going to ferry you from all of these little places to the high school, or it's going to be taking you back to the junction point. It's not a really long trip. So, actually, we'll add another stop here at the same spots. And then we're going to come up and around and complete the line. So we got a couple sort of spots where you can meet up with the other bus to head over in this area if you wanted to for some reason. But more importantly, got 2 residential areas going in the high school. I mean, this should cover here fine. And then for the commercial, so we're going to be expanding the commercial. That's not a doubt. Question is, do we know it now? I think we do. We don't technically need it now, but zoning it now would be really nice. Like, it would just be handy for my mental mathing, if you will. Although we could put more residential here, because we do have a demand for that. Maybe that's what we go for right now. We'll leave the quay. We'll have it just chill. We're doing perfectly fine for traffic at the moment, so we'll just do a little bit more residential zoning, I think. Ish. Perfect. Okay. Well, we're not going to need these hydro lines once these get set up, but for now we will, yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to build those hydro lines again, sadly, because we can't guarantee that the residential is going to come in. Or actually, we don't need them anymore, I guess. Alright, because all this is all connected. Cool. Alright. Cool. That makes it easy. Let's go ahead and connect these roads up, and then we'll zone these properly. Or fix them, because they're not pointing in the right direction currently. Alright, so those are down, so these need to be up. Down. Up. Down. Perfect. And of course we need to bring this through. Just connect it. Oh, I'm actually broke. Well, that happened. That's right, Sophie Richardson. Take the bus. Everyone should take the bus. Buses are good for you, man. Yanks Express 1 for school. Yanks Express 2 for work. I mean, that's hopefully the plan. So yeah, we'll definitely get some more residential zoning here. Do we keep the commercial along here? I don't think so. I think we just get rid of it all. It's okay. And then make sure, of course, with the marquee tool that we get rid of that. Bingo! So hopefully this will help with some of the current issues we have with you're not enough residential. Don't worry about it, Timmy. It's A-okay. Oh, the bus depot needs electricity, apparently. That makes sense. It's quite reasonable, actually. It's a lot of buses for 2 small lines. 13 buses, game? Not at the same time, hopefully. That's okay. How do I make more buses? Shit. It was in here, right? Okay, yeah, bus line. Alright, so, starting here. Let's go get to our commercial. Create a new line, yeah. So, get our first stop here. Again, we're just going to be going along the top. It's going to just be fine. It's going to get all this area done. This will just be a nice, oh shit, nice short little route. We'll add a stop here. This stop is actually potentially going to be important when it comes to transfers. Okay, so these are residential, commercial. Then we need to get people out to the actual job sites. We're not doing down here. Down here, people are just going to have to drive to until I expand it. But for now, if I could do a bus only, like if I could do a bus only 2-lane, I would right here. And then we could just have buses ferry people up along the quay, which I think is quite reasonable. Because as is, I'm gonna have to like run them all the way up here, which it's not too bad, but I really wish there was a bus only lane. I suppose that's what you would use trams for, right? Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we use trams for getting people to and from work? I don't know why these get abandoned. I guess just no workers or something? Because a lot of people are asking for workers. We have workers coming, don't worry about it. So we got the buses going around. Can I look at my... Is there like a bus tab? Yeah. Currently 7 people a week. Okay, I was gonna say, let those lines get going. Hopefully a lot more than that, because with these buses you can get anywhere. Like anywhere that matters except for work. So that's just all we need to work on right now. Oh cool, we're a busy town. So we got city planning policies, oil specialization, tourism. Cool, free public transport. No ticket income. Probably go for that. Heavy traffic ban? Bans heavy traffic in an area. No heavy transport vehicles allowed. Does not affect highways. Yes. I mean, encourage biking, yeah. Bike ban on sidewalks. I mean, technically it's an effect here, but... A park and ride? Yeah, it'd be really cool. No loud noise in the night. Okay. Old Town. Only residents and businesses can use the area for motor traffic. Very cool. No rebuilding. Highway with sound barrier. Nice. Okay, so we have some things now. Interesting. Interesting. But that actually answered some of my questions, because what we want to do... We want to kill this guy here. Yep, perfect. And we actually want to make a district. Something like that. Well, I guess we could make it for the whole, we'll make it for the whole quay area. That makes a lot of sense, because eventually this is what this is going to be. Sort of touristy venue. So policies here, we want to... Free public transport for anyone in this area? That's quite interesting. Maybe. We'll hang on to that for now. We definitely want heavy traffic ban. This is the big thing. So, no big trucks are allowed to come this way. Maybe we just make that here? Well, hopefully this is going to work the way I want it to, because that way we can set our buses up properly now. So we can get a new line here. And all you do... So again, everyone has a way to get to the bus station. This is where all our lines go. Is there going to be anything here? Maybe... Probably not. So this is actually... We're going to have one stop here. This is for people transferring. That's it. This is not a leisure cruise, people. We're not going to stop anywhere along the quay. We'll have a separate bus for that. And then we will only have stops in the industrial area itself. We'll have a bunch of them. So it's super nice and convenient. And then loop around. Nice. I think I'm a little bit overusing stops real quick. Hang on. So one here, one here. We'll do 2 per road. That seems much better. Much more true to life. That way if you're sleeping and you missed your stop, it's okay, but... And again, we'll have another one here, transfer purposes only. Another one here, transfer purposes only, and complete the line. So that's just a little flip over there. And then we're going to have another one, same purpose over here. But we're going to expand this industry first, I think. Now, we have a lot of potential for forestry up here. Maybe just to expand a little bit of general industry. Are the tourist places going to get supplies? Tiny hometown in CT was 17K people growing up. My hometown was 52 people, or so, something like that, 55. It's still really small. So yeah, that was my only worry here, Yanks. We may need to do a little bit of cheesing. It could honestly, maybe we just do something like this. Shit, because again, we don't want the trucks. Okay, so hear me out. Let's talk about what we're hoping for. I'm fine with this road. I do not want trucks coming down this road. Yes, I do want them to supply commercial that we'll have here. That's fine. I don't want trucks coming down this road to go to here. That doesn't make any sense. They wouldn't, right? Because I've got this, but maybe from this side they would? I don't know how the AI works. The smart person would go onto the highway because it's fast as shit and just go down. I don't think anyone would in real life go down, along, loop around, because again, this is only like 2-lane, like, you know what I mean? It's going to be really busy. So, I think this will be, it'll probably be fine. Worst case, we get burned on it, but I'm not too worried about it. Wow, these look cool. Just notice the lights on top. Nice. We're getting there though. 4,600 people. We're getting there. It's definitely not morning. So I think this is definitely just all going to be commercial, right? Like, I don't see why it would not be. And we are going to be zoning commercial like right on what is hopefully going to be a busy street. Reason being, not on that busy street though, that's fine. Reason being, like, again, we're gonna have tons of buses and pedestrian traffic. Like, this is not gonna be a car-centric place. We're gonna be just fine. Like, we got the quay that people can, like, bike or walk down. We got the little bus route. I think everything's gonna be okay in that regard. So yeah, let's set up a specialty here then. So we did just unlock tourism, which is excellent. Elizabeth Park, that's weird you decided to center yourself there. No, I don't care about power usage, really. Or it's tourism. Okay, it's not there, it's probably in here then. No commercial. Oh, tourism, perfect. That's a windmill? Yeah, it's a wind turbine. Technically, it's not the same thing, but yeah. You are absolutely correct. So, the question is, do we add, like, another layer of stuff here for tourism, or do we just have it, like... Well, I think we'll add, like, a nice little area here. I think that'd be quite nice. Like a stadium. Okay, so put a stadium. Oh, you know what? I really like this actually. Hang on. Where's my 4-lane bus lane? Oh, I had it the whole time. Do something like this. Okay. Just like this. It's a bit janky. Pull it out a little more. Think. Okay, okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Wait. Where am I happy? There? I'm happy there, I think. Yep. So if we could set up a... Oh, yeah, shit. We should check our schooling. Okay, high school is good. Elementary school, still under capacity. Honestly, we can probably set up another elementary school. Let's drop that like here. That's fine. Let's see, do we need any of this other stuff? Incineration plant, oh. Oh, a proper hospital would be huge. Whoa, yeah, putting it on like one of these big roads here. Okay, I like this. I mean, having the hospital by the bus station makes tons of sense. Tons of sense. It was a shitload of money, though. 65 grand. Cemetery. Presumably, people are gonna start asking for that. So what else we got? Okay, a big fire station. Got a big police headquarters. That'd be kind of nice at some point. Yeah, can we get a tourism? Yeah. No. Football stadium. 200,000. I see. I see how it's gonna be. Statue of shopping. Apparently you need a statue of shopping to build a Hadron Collider. Question mark? Oh, that's super cool. Panda Sanctuary. Oriental Pearl Tower. Oh, that's nice. It's not that big. Can we build it on the water? I'm thinking like make this like a... this is gonna be pretty cool. Like have like a stadium or something here, like some big tourist event, and then like pull all these people in, you know what I mean? So this is all gonna be tourism as well. Might be risking a little bit here. So this is gonna be pretty bus heavy, so we're not gonna zone any commercial like that. I think that's good. No zoning there. We'll definitely put some over here though. It's fine. Just extend this a little. Just fill that in somewhat. And yeah, absolutely need some water stuff. That'd be good. Which I suppose we do it this way. Definitely need water at the hospital. I can understand the need for that. And a problem. As for hydro, the easiest way to do hydro right now is just to run it straight along here. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, let's work on this industry section a little bit more. We'll hook this up. It'll be looking good. So again, let's go back to our regular 4-lane road. 4-lane road with decorative grass. Lowers noise pollution. Yeah, it's not really... I mean, I'm sure it looks nice, but it's not super necessary. Okay, so we're gonna pull you out here. Something along these lines. Oh shit. Whoops. Something along these lines. That's great. And then So 1, 2, 3. No? Okay. We're broke. Time to speed things up a little bit. I wonder if I should turn off the day-night cycle. I mean, it is nice, but the day-night cycle is nice, but also, like, it's really fucking hard to see. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Something like that. Did I make this long enough? I didn't know. I did the thing again, guys. I forgot. I need to make this a little longer. That should be fine. Power to the people. Oh, are we out of power again? Not quite, but you guys certainly chew through power. That's it's a little problem. That's okay. I can already see more birds and plants in the city. Because I built giant wind turbines? I don't think so. Whatever you tell yourself, though. Neighborhood now hosts a restaurant and a hotel. Nobody lived there. What are you talking about? Like, literally nobody... Wait, highway ramp. Okay. Interesting. What's the difference here? Oh, okay, okay, this is the one I want. That sweet 45-degree angle. A bit more. Yeah, more like that. That's a lot more comfortable. Okay, and something like that, and something like... Man, I'm getting a lot faster doing these now. I know what I like. That's a little derpy. It's so funny, like, the second I'm like, hell yeah, look at me go, guys, I'm doing it. I make a mistake, that's all good. Bingo, that's good enough. Okay, so, that way, yes, that way. Yeah, cool. So this guy's now connected to the grid, as it were. So we can go ahead and expand our industry, which is super cool. Because I mean, it's got some layout problems for sure. You know, we weren't really worrying about it too much at the time, but now we can sit down, look at it, and go, maybe we, you know, didn't have the cash to put this out the way we wanted. I mean, I'm just gonna keep on the assumption that industry is very traffic heavy. I think that's fair. So we're gonna stick with 2 lanes when it comes to industry. That is a weird penis. Very square shaped. If you do have a square shaped penis, so that's fine, you know? Your mother will still love you. Some other people might be a little shocked. Maybe even scared. That's all good, man. Just means you're different. You know? And so I think what we're gonna do is... Do we rezone all this? Is commercial? No. No, we don't. Definitely do not do that. Ignore everything I was about to say there. That was about to be ridiculous. That said, though, we could make some commercial here just a little... You know, just so it's like while you're at work, you got a little bit something to nibble on. Actually, I kind of want it more here. Yeah. See, I want like some commercial, but I want it just for people who, again, like just like on lunch. You know what I mean? I don't want people eating here or shopping here when they could really be heading over here to, like, you know, Crump Master Square, which, as we all know, Just a primo mall space. Oh, this is looking awesome now. So what do they want? Not enough educated workers. Oh, holy shit, these look cool. Educated workers. I'm working on that. Like high schoolers? University, maybe. I don't have access to university, so hopefully not. So this should be okay here. The weather radar. What's this thing? Tsunami warning buoy. I guess? Just build one in the middle of this lake here? Cool. It's kind of weird. What else you got? Weather radar. Watch of weather patterns. Building covers the whole city. That's handy. Let's plop one of these over... weather radar. Yeah, let's probably plop it over here. The road maintenance depot? What? So these are presumably going abandoned because they don't have enough educated workers. That's okay. At least we know about that. So what is all this stuff? Disaster response unit sends out helicopters and trucks to help clear rubble and rescue survivors. Is that going to be a problem? Hopefully not. Cemetery. Oh yeah, shit. People are going to want to... Cemetery people. Honestly, right here is perfect. This is perfect for all this stuff. Just put it along this road. We don't give a shit about. And we don't want anything really zoned on. Cemetery right across from the high school? Yes. Maybe that sounds crazy, but honestly, my elementary school had a cemetery. Like literally right beside it. Like you could just hop the fence to it at any time. True, yeah, we do need water here. My dang. I almost wish there was like an auto pipe feature. Oh, that's where pipes are. Because, I mean... that's kind of what the new Civ does. Like Civ... or Sim. Sim 5. It's like, your utilities are run along roads. And maybe that's a little abstracted, but like, it's not far from the truth. It's all good. Just need workers and water over here, not too bad. We're doing good for cash though, I think. Maybe we enact something new. In our policy tree, what do we have? Oh, Crumpmaster Square needs an expanding. Yes, you're now much bigger. What are your policies here? It's good to me. Oh, let's check. How are our buses doing? 330 people per week. I think that's reasonable. It's not bad. With a population, so that's, I mean, a little less than 10%. Well, it's actually closer to like 6%. But then we haven't done that as well. Holy shit, residential just happened. What's going on there, game? Calm down. So let's create a new line. Yeah, same spot. And this, like, we're literally just going straight to our old industrial. Yep. Make sure we swing up here. Swing along here. It'd be nice to come back. It's gonna be a fairly lengthy commute. to anyone that has to take it. But that's okay. I've definitely had that happen in my life. It's all good. And in fact... So this line comes through here. So we should make a stop there. So people can get to work. And we should make... Hang on. This should come here. And then it's just going to loop around, but at least it's going to pick people up. Actually, but we really want it to... I don't want it to be the first stop. I know this looks a little messy, but we really want to pick people up right before we head into the industrial section, then we'll head out. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, we'll get all this zoning. Oh, it's already zoned. Cool. As for more residential, I think we're gonna span more residential. Oh, what the shit? Oh shit! How do we stop that? Fire. Fire watchtower. Probably need... Is this just gonna all burn down? Because we don't have fucking fire helicopters? That's mildly annoying. Only has 3 helicopters. Uh-huh. Man, that's so expensive though. New building, yeah, the police headquarters. Yeah, I don't really need it though. A good amount of city doing that. Maybe we zone more residential over here, actually. It's kind of cool. We have this sort of interesting beach property. Let's get our quay. So this is going to be like the fancy part. I mean, that's almost perfect. So let's just see. Oh, come on. You know what I want, game. It knows, but it doesn't care. Come on, get... Oh! Perfect! Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. So that's our quay. Downside here is it's like really low to the ground. I don't know how this is gonna work. I think maybe I should have raised all this up first. Yeah, maybe some mistakes were made there. Well, we'll figure it out anyway. Let's just pull this guy in. Straight, 180 degrees, thank you. And then a nice little community here. Okay. We keep just doing the 2s. I think the 2s was working fine for us. I'm pretty happy with it. For an apartment or house in the city. Yeah, I'm working on that. Oh, I wonder if you could build apartments, or if apartments are probably just residential. Probably auto does those. I don't need to worry about it. This might be a little long. I'm not sure how many of these I can get away with. I might be pushing it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're gonna need a whole new like hospital for this area, probably. Maybe a new school. We'll see. We'll definitely get another bus station, though. That'll be a plan. I'm happy with that. I wish I could drag across these roads instead of going each one, but I get it. I'm actually gonna delete these so that we can do some fun stuff later on with the following the shoreline. In fact, do I want to do that now? Okay, maybe I do that now. Gotta try and like eyeball it. It's gonna be something like. It's not bad. It's kind of close. There you go, eh? Look at that. Nice. Okay, that's gonna continue. This will come up. Yeah, I kind of like this. And then something like that. I mean, this is a crazy road, but I mean, and I'm not even gonna necessarily be using this one right now. It's just so I sort of have a general shape to go off. I like it though. Okay, so everything's gonna be a little wonky here. That's fine. And then yeah, let's make sure. So first one's go up. Second go down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Cool. Then we'll zone in our residential, which apparently is a big problem right now. We're just gonna use the marquee tool. That, and we're going to cancel that line and this line here, just so our main road is safe. And we're definitely going to need some commercial in here. How much, I'm not sure. Do we go for another big mall? Maybe. Maybe we do it about here, actually. That'll be fun. Nice little shopping community on the lower end. And these ones as well. I guess I can do that, yeah. And we'll place 2 of the shops here, maybe, something like that. Cool. We might even get a little bit more tourism there, but I think it makes more sense to stack the tourism on this coast, because it's a lot nicer. What do you guys need? What are you upset about, huh? Probably workers. Disconnected power grids. You're not wrong, actually. We'll get there in a second. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna need water too, shit. There we go. Nice. It's hard to complain how this turned out. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. And what do you guys want? Just educated workers? Yeah, we're working on it. We got high school. Cool. 27% of our people are well educated. Good. I mean, doing great for elementary school coverage. The high school is questionable, but we're still covering it. So maybe that's what we do. We build another high school over here then. For this sort of a community. Because this community could end up being quite large. Eventually. We'll see how it ends up. Probably build it about here. That'll make everybody happy as well, which is great. Let's get some more parks, I think. Yeah, our park coverage is kind of not good. Tourism. A fishing pier. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's neat. What else have we got? Fishing tours? I mean, it makes sense to put that near the pier. Well, those are quite expensive, actually. That's okay, though. Jet ski rental. Excellent. Marina. Nice. Beach volleyball court. Awesome. Yeah. Get one of these in here. Actually, right in here as well. Lots of beach volleyball going on. Riding stable. Pretty cool. You can definitely fit that over here. It's not a problem. What happened to our power? Oh, we just need more of it. That's fine. I think we can take it alone. Cha-ching! Which is excellent. So again, power's becoming a little bit of an issue. Cool. Let's keep looking at our parks and stuff like that. So definitely, marinas are really cool. I think I want this by this central hub here. Sort of a nice area. So what else do we have then? So basketball court. I think a nice basketball court we do fine over here in Crumpmaster Square. These people, they don't have enough, you know? They don't have enough play stuff. Parks and rec. Plaza with trees, yeah, that's a nice one. Just fit it right on the end. Interesting that the industrial area wants leisure. I'm not a bit curious. I want a big one here. The large park. Excellent. So people seem pretty chill with all this. Another one down here. There. It's excellent. There's a little bit here in Yanks Lane where they're like, there's just not enough coverage. I can't walk my dog. Actually, you can. Yanks Lane's the only place you can walk your dog, I think. A little dog park somewhere here. There it is. So I'm quite happy with it overall. Apparently there's some tourists there. 2 tourists showed up here. In the middle of shitland. Oh, whatever. Tourists do as they please. Let's check our traffic. Let's make sure things are still going good there. Okay. So average traffic flow, 88%. I assume that's pretty good. Right here, we know this is going to be a nasty area. We could fix that, but honestly, I don't know if it's... It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. That's pretty easy to solve if this connected to the highway, I think. If we did something like... We're going to take out some industry for sure doing this. Something like that. And then if we did something like this, I mean, that's a hard fucking right, actually. Sorry. Whoops. I was not thinking there. Something like that. Let's merge on. That should be good. Just use bigger roads. Hey, Mr. Nick. Yeah, if we made these roads bigger, that would definitely help as well. But I think this is going to solve it. Alright, so what we want to do actually is traffic. Don't want that. We just want a stop sign top and bottom. So this should fix it. Yeah, it looks good to me. So if people need to get off, they got an easy access. Yeah. Bonus. Done. How you doing, man? Let's see. Complaining about no power. Reasonable, actually. I didn't extend power all the way down yet. So, fair complaint. I don't actually even need you, per se, but... And are we struggling for power again? Yes. Okay. Some more of these sweet bad boys. I love the look of them. Well, actually, Mr. Nick, okay, so I mean no discredit to you here, sir, right? Not trying to talk shit, but using bigger roads is actually, it's a band-aid solution that ends up with long-term problems. So when you make a road bigger, essentially you're increasing the amount of cars that can get to a red light at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So, in theory, it increases the amount that you can have, but once you hit that red light, you're backed up, but now you're backed up in more lanes, and then it means all your roads technically have to be bigger. Like you can see, I'm only using a 2-lane highway. You just, as long as you're a little bit clever, you can get away with it, and sure, eventually I might need to upgrade the bigger roads, and that might end up, I mean, I might just have to scrap this whole area, right? Because this was a band-aid in the beginning because we had no money left over. The budget at the start of the game is pretty tight. Our landfill is full. So I guess I just need to make another landfill. Or maybe we can make that incinerator now. But yeah, almost. I guess we'll get another landfill. That'll be fine. None of this is really filled up yet. So we'll build it over here. That'll be okay. But yeah, absolutely. If you can get away without making your roads bigger, highly recommend. Oh, that's a problem, because our fire trucks are all the way down here. Can they react to it in time? Can they not? Fire coverage should be fine. So the fire station is right here. I mean, all they got to do is do a right. They're on the highway, then they're up here. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Apparently the animal farm, the garbage is just piled up. Too many dead animals. True. And we're using so much power. Oh, and you're not connected to water? Oh yeah, no, you just missed out, actually. Funny that. I don't think I'm zoning anything here, ever. On the off chance? Sure. But... let's see how our public transit's doing now. 455, there you go. That's getting a lot closer to 10%. Very happy with that number. That's not bad. We only have like 4 bus lines. So, it's pretty good. I mean... So what do we do now? Trams would be really cool. Maybe we start doing this new area with all trams. Not sure. We should definitely at some point extend these over. It's minor. And then the question is, what do we build down the middle? It'll probably end up being more residential. Seems to be a very large demand for that. I mean, this is filled in already. Not so sure. Do I have to delete these, or do they manually delete themselves? I really hope. I feel like I might have to delete them. Which is, like, pretty annoying, but... it's okay. Actually... I'm not sure. I love these tiny little shacks. Pretty funny. Alright, you... should just, like, see if there's a mod to, like, auto-delete these. I'm sure there is. There's usually mods like that for these kind of games. There. Everything's all nice and tidy. What's going on with your garbage? Well, it's just full, that's all. I just didn't realize it filled. So... the question is then, what do we do with it? I don't have access to the incinerator. I assume I just have to wait until I get that. Otherwise, I don't know. But we'll be okay. And these guys are still... I think they're just complaining about, like, they don't have enough skilled workers, which is okay. We're working on it. They're coming, people. How do I make you happier? Make sure all is well in the building. Okay, so how about you? Educate more... yeah, it's just educate more citizens. Which we're working on. It's mostly just the issue that... high school here. Oh, we have no power. What? Did I accidentally break a line? Yeah, I did. Oops. That's fair. I say, we definitely have high school here. Crime? How is crime? 13%. Not a great number. So we could build the super police headquarters. Yeah, I think we'll just build a little police station off in this area. Which will be okay. What's this? The real cereal burned down. Sure. This guy needs electricity, which I assume... yeah, I just accidentally bulldozed the house that was connecting him. So that's okay. You get a mod to bulldoze things? Yeah. That's all good. We're almost for our next milestone. What are we gonna get? Okay, so another area we could buy. New taxation policies. Cool. Blimps? Metros. Like subways? I love subways. Leisure specialization. Excellent. Education boost. I think we probably need that. Tax raise for low-density residential. I see, so that would encourage people to, like, live in, like, apartments. Gotcha. Lightning rods. VIP. Oh, cool, and then we can actually build high-density residential and high-density commercial and shit. Whoa, that's cool. And metro stations. Awesome. Blimp stop. I don't know about blimps, man, but... okay. Do the winds just occasionally go, like... they just slow down every once in a while? I wonder. We're doing pretty good for cash. There was something I wanted to buy with this much money, but I can't remember. Maybe we'll just save up for the university. Because I think this is what we might need for the highly educated people, which makes sense. Yeah, right there, highly educated. We could use another elementary school. Well, we don't need an elementary school in the industrial area. That doesn't make sense at all. Building one over here, though. Little bum town. Sure, I'm down with that. Got a high school over there. We got an elementary school. Because eventually we'll be expanding this area to more residential. Actually, it's kind of weird. We haven't made this a district yet. Something like this, anyway. I don't know about that. Not quite that yet. Oops, shit. Beach Heights. Not what I would have called it. What do we call this? I don't like Beach Heights, but leave it for now, I suppose. Any citywide policies we want to... I think Parks and Rec, honestly, just everywhere. Right? Seems to be good. Got a good thing going on. Might as well take advantage of it. Didn't kill my budget too much. Seems like. I mean, I would like to encourage biking, but we don't have bike lanes everywhere. Seems a bit silly. I wish you could encourage buses, though. That's alright. I still just need more residential. So we could buy this, or we could expand up here and just get a whole another set of residential and expand our sort of shoreline, which was our plan. I think that's going to be what we do. 7,000 bucks. Okay, they all increase once you buy one. I see, I see. That'll still be fine, though. This is probably where I want to go. That's so cool how it zooms out more every time. And we have a railroad now? Nice. Well, that's some options. Some options. That doesn't go anywhere. True. Not yet. Still having some garbage trouble, eh? Well, it's actually filling really fast. Wow. I know. Build more residential. I'm working on it. Don't worry, game. I'm working on it. I think we might save that for tomorrow, though. It's getting a little bit late here. It's about 4 a.m. Not quite. We had some good runs. So let's go ahead and just call this, well, Cluntsville. It's nice. Just remember to residential up here for tomorrow or something. And yeah, take it easy, guys. I don't know, it depends. If I can't sleep, I'll be back and I'll play some Binding of Isaac or something like that, but that's probably a very different crowd that's going to join me for that, if anyone. So, you all take it easy and have a nice night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.